sung, we look forward to what lies ahead. So let us not say goodbye. Instead, we say,
she doesn't like this, will you do it like that? Now if she touches like this, will you touch her right back? Now if she moves like this, will you move like that? Come on, shake, 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 shake it.
Put your back together, and if it's true, you'll just have to taste me when he's kissing you. If you want forever, I'll be you do. Just know you'll taste me too.
Shake, 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 shake it.
You'll just have to taste me when he's kissing you.
Shake, 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 shake it.
Know you'll taste me too.
Hyper now.
In time, ink lines, if bitches couldn't get on my incline. World tours, it's mine. 10 little letters and a big sign. Justin Bieber, you know I'ma hit him with the ether. Guns out, wiener, but I gotta keep an eye out for Selena. Beauty, beauty in the beast, beauty from the east. Beautiful confessions to the priest. Beast, beauty from the streets. We don't get the seats. Somebody gonna match my freak. Beauty, beauty in the beast, beauty from the east. Beautiful confessions to the priest. Beast, beauty from the streets. We don't get the seats. Somebody gonna match my freak.
Yo, before we get started, I want to know one thing.
Is somebody gonna match my freak? Is somebody gonna match my freak? Is somebody gonna match my nasty? I got stamina, they say I'm an athlete. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty, 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 nasty. Is somebody gonna match my nasty? I got stamina, they say I'm an athlete. Is somebody gonna match my freak?
Push me,
show me the movies, and I like them too.
Hit it. But that shit chicken, why she texting me? Why she keep calling my phone, speaking sexually? Every time I'm out, why she stressing me? You call her Stephanie, I call her Heffany. You call her Stephanie, I call her Heffany. You call her Stephanie, I call her Heffany. You wanna guess the color of my underwear? You wanna know what I got going on down there? Is it pretty in pink or see-through? Is it showing off my brand new lower
For this life I cannot change. It is deep off in the main. Eminem, sweet like candy cane.
I just wanna be part of your symphony. We hold me tight and not let go. Symphony, like a love song on the radio.
Pop it, let it bang. For this life I cannot change. It is deep off in the main.
Like a love song on the radio. We hold me tight and not let go. I only smoke what I drink. And I only drink what I overdose. I only smoke what I drink. And I only drink what I overdose. We hold me tight and not let go.
Dust. I give a rhyme on dust, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust. Dust. I give a rhyme on dust, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust.
Who's standing in the front yard yelling? Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the hot girls yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Fuck the back page yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the front yard yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the hot girls yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the back page yelling. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
Dust. I give a rhyme on dust, guaranteed to make it right if your night is a bust.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
What you gonna do with all that junk inside that trunk?
I'ma get you drunk, get you love drunk off my hump.
What you gonna do with all that ass inside them jeans?
I'ma make you scream, make you scream, make you scream. 'Cause of my hump, 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 my lovely lady lumps. Check it out, I drive these brothers crazy. I do it on the daily. They treat me really nicely. They buy me all these ice. Check it out.
Ay, I want you to be mine again, baby. Ay, I know my lifestyle is driving you crazy. Ay, I cannot see myself without you. You call the face out, you know what we do. I go out of my way to please you. I go out of my way to see you. I ain't playing no games, I need you.
All I know is the flood. People love to receive. She had the power in her hand to shock you like you won't believe. Say, ooh, girl,
NVIDIA.
shock me like an electric feel. Baby girl,
work is mysterious and important.
Now tell me how you love it. You know you at the top and only heaven's right above it. We own it's young money, motherfucker. If you ain't running with it, run from it, motherfucker. Alright, now somebody show some money in this bitch. And I got my bees with me like some honey in this bitch. You dig? I got my gun in my boot purse and I don't bust back because I shoot first.
Significant. Phase. Contract.
Bad from me back, then you get your bad from thing when me get. But I come from Afghanistan, then I want to see this cross make me a big on me hand. Bad man, you know me vibes gone done. Lyrics them a fire like a bullet from a gun. Big bad man from outer England, when me lyrics start fire, watch out some wire. Long walk with the rapper pam pam. Bad from me back, where you get your bad from thing when me get. But I come from Afghanistan, then I want to see this cross make me a big on me hand.
Hit me.
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
sweat. Cause every time I get up on the mic, it come correct. And I learned it from the best. Always dressing something fresh with a full little dime, big butt and nice chest.
Agreement.
Some call the women and some will steal the Bibles. Folks say my survival. Baptize me in a bottle of bean for Johnny on the vinyl.
Whoa, I never meant to break, but I got him where I want him now. Whoa, it was never my intention to brag, to steal it all away from you now. But God, does it feel so good? Cause I got him where I want him right now. And if you could, then you know you would. Cause God, it just feels so.
We're having all night.
That's a common sentence, I hear.
Yeah, wait a minute. Get it how you live it. 10 toes in when we standing on business. I'm a big stepper. Underground methods. Dark notch hoes get the most and the lesser. Straight terror. Find out that your errors. Pushing culture, baby. Got that powder you can measure. Trendsetter. The one who get the weather. Swerving while I bump in Project Pressure. Yeah, rolling through the city with the big dogs. Wait a minute, get it how you live it.
Do the things you said you do to me, oh, kiss me on the mouth and love me like a sailor. And when you get a taste, can you tell me what's my flavor? I don't believe in God, but I believe that you're my savior. My mom says that she's worried, but I'm confident it's favor. And when we're getting dirty, I forget all that's wrong. I sleep so I can see you, 'cause I hate to wait so long. I sleep so I can see you, and I hate to wait so long.
Approval.
Girls just wanna dance. Girls just wanna have fun. I don't know your plans. I just wanna get some. Girls wanna someone with their friends. Wanna do it to their ex and get the job done. Girls just wanna dance. Girls just wanna have fun.
Wait, they don't love you like I love you. Wait,
They don't love you like I love you. That's way. Where you think you're going, baby? Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's my number, so call me maybe. It's hard to look right at your baby, but here's my number, so call me maybe. Wait, they don't love you like I love you. I miss you so bad, I miss you so bad. Wait, they don't love me like I love you, but here's my number, so call me maybe.
Oh, what a night. Late December back in '63. What a very special time for me. And I remember one night I should go and board her.
Ooh, you think that she is so cool. Kicking back on your couch, making ice in the course. Ooh, wait, I think I've been there too.
Oh, what a night.
She is so cool.
Oh, what a night.
She is so cool. I can feel it through me.
We could go band for band, fuck that, we can go M for M. Put on no for the Maybach truck, double line with the factory rim. I got the 90 years, the version, the bride with a real threat. It's got to the point that I don't even care, I got jewels in the safe that I don't even wear. I'm not in a mood, cause my flight they're late. So I jumped on a private jet and I'm asking a pilot the ETA. Lambo parked on a landing strip, everyone in my gang and my DJ pay. Why is my man talking about inshallah? These times he don't even pay.
I was left to my own devices. Many days fell away with nothing to show.
Acquire.
At the Pink Pony Club, I wanna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I wanna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I wanna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club.
But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all?
Down at the Pink Pony Club, I wanna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club.
Hey, Slim Shady. I see the bar, the shady bad baby. Hey, I feel you creeping, I can see it from my shadow. Wanna jump up in my Lamborghini Gallardo. Baby, go to my place and just kick it like Tahoe. So we gonna over, watch me smack that neck all on the floor. Smack that hat, give me some more. Smack that hat till you get so. Smack that hat, smack that hat all on the floor. Smack that hat, give me some more. Smack that hat till you get so. Smack that hat.
Well, you know you make me wanna shout, kick my heels up and shout, throw my hands up and shout, throw my head back and shout. Come on now, don't forget to say you will. Don't forget to say yeah, 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 yeah. Shout, hey, 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 hey. You know you make me wanna stop, 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 You know you make me wanna.
Cause I'm feeling like I'm running and I'm feeling like I gotta get away, get away, get away.
Positive. Positive.
Happy after joint dancing on the people dancing on the people. I got people on the people with the people on the people. Smoking PO2, dancing on the booth, hanging from the people on the people. My people on the people dancing on the people.
Smoke weed every day.
Put the fries in the bag.
Who do you want me to be? Cause I'm too messy, and then I'm too fucking clean. You told me get a job, then you asked where the hell I've been. And I'm too perfect, so I open my big mouth. I want to be me, is that all? Power in my ears like a kid. When your words mean nothing, I go la la la. I'm turning up the fire when you speak. Cause if my heart can't stop it, I'll find a way to run it. I go. And I'm too clever, and then I'm too fucking dumb. You hate it when I cry, and it's just that time to run. And I'm too perfect, so I show you that I'm not. 1,000 people I could be for you, and you hate the fucking love.
You're as cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice our love. You never take advice. Someday you'll pay the price. I know.
I've never been on live television before.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours, damn right, it's better than yours, I can teach you, but I have to charge. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours, damn right, it's better than yours, I can teach you, but I have to charge.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours, damn right, it's better than yours, I can teach you, but I have to charge. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours, damn right, it's better than yours, I can teach you,
But I have to charge.
Flowless. I go on and on. Can't understand how I last so long. I must have superpowers. Rap 225,000 hours. Get a calculator, do the math. I made 1,000 songs that make you move your ass. And for the last 300 months, I made 16 albums. Me on the front, and they bump. When you get your beats, I heard 93 rappers say bitch like me. 2 singers and 10 comedians, and I'm still gonna yell it every time you see me in. What's my favorite word?
Good morning! Good morning! Traders, today's a big day. Like a really big day. Like it's a freaking huge day. And you might say, why? Why is it such a big day? And it's because we have some massive earnings reports tonight. For anyone who does not know, today's one of those days that gets people absolutely out of their seats. It gets them jumping. It gets them screaming. It gets them feeling super dynamic today. And the reason why is because we are seeing some huge earnings. And the earnings that we have right now, coming on up, are Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, Google, Ford, Qualcomm, Chipotle, Traders. We have some absolutely huge earnings tonight. Now, team, we want to do some prep today. We want to kind of go over what we're going to be looking for. Tomorrow, we have Apple. We have SNDK. We have WDC. We have Reddit. Now, again, tomorrow, guys, if you guys do not know, SNDK is the #1 stock in 2024, 2025, and 2026. We know WDC is a top 5 stock in 2026. But today is where we're going to be focusing on. Today, with Microsoft, with Amazon, with Meta, with Google. Now, again, already this morning, we did see SoFi. Traders, SoFi is taking a beating at this time. SoFi is coming all the way back on down. SoFi is getting a little bit of a drop, and SoFi is getting a little bit ugly. Has gone from $18 to $16. Now, traders, I remember about a year and a half ago seeing SoFi at around like 12 bucks. I remember SoFi hovering around 12 bucks. Then they got a beautiful rally, and they ripped and ran up to 32. And then now they're back on down to 16.58. Traders, is there any play, right? Like, let me ask you guys this question here. There are too many people I know who never take profits. Like, never. There's people I know that bought GameStop back in 2021 when it went on a crazy rip and run, and they were up 6 figures in profits, and they never took profits, and now they're in the red and are still holding 5 years later. There are people that jumped in on SoFi at the price of $12, $10, $9. It spiked up to $30, and now again it's back on down to $16. Like, is it, with whatever trade you get yourself involved in, are you just going to be a person that will forever hold? Do you have certain plays that maybe are your forever holds? Like, for instance, you guys know I have AMPX. AMPX, guys, this play, we jumped in at the price of $12. It got up to $22 so far. I was up about $10,000 on that play, right? AMPX, though, I still think there's more. I will take profits on AMPX if we can get up towards like $30 plus. If I can make $22,000 on AMPX, guys, like, I'm probably going to take it. It's not that I think AMPX is a bad company. It's just the fact from what my investment was to where it is now. I'm making, again, 200%. I mean, we all want to think. And again, it's great to think like that. It's all great to think that it's like, hey, I'm going to buy SNDK at $60 and I'm going to hold it up to $1,000. That's a great train of thought. Hey, I'm going to buy WDC at $21 and it's going to run up to $75. That's incredible. Hey, I'm going to buy Nvidia at the price of $13 and it's going to run up to $214. Yes, these are all great trains of thought, but I don't know, again, how obviously, plausible it actually is in most cases. In most cases, you get a 100, 200% return on your gains, take profits. The only way that this changes is, again, probably Mag 7 plays. If you're saying, Deck, I have retirement and I'm just kind of having shares in Apple and I assume over the next 20 years it will consistently move up in some manner, hey, I like it. Hey, Deck, Microsoft. Hey, Deck, Tesla. Hey, Deck, Google. Hey, Deck, Amazon. I definitely understand this, right? I definitely understand if maybe you're talking about a Mag 7 play or maybe an overall ETF, such as the S&P 500. So that could be very nice and very solid, and that could be something that, is absolutely great. Okay? Now, we did see, again, a couple plays as well. We had BE. Bloom Energy did come out with earnings. Traders, there is a huge list of earnings that came on out. They're all on Fox Runner if you guys haven't checked them on out. But again, like BE Bloom Energy, 220 all the way up to 270. BE's been on fire. Like BE Bloom Energy's been a little crazy, guys. I might look for a short on BE if once it gets above 300. I'm thinking like 310. You know, we could see a BE possible short. It's just because it is getting so crazy. Like BE's getting way up there. And again, please note something, guys. When I do short, let's say good companies, I only short them just because they're overextended. Like I'm possibly doing a short on SNDK up there, 1400. It's a great company. It's just so overextended. BE is a great company. It's just so overextended. Sometimes, again, these companies do come back on down and fade and fall and drop a little bit just because it's natural price movement, right? So, I do want to make sure that you guys are all set, ready to go. Little heads on up. 4 minutes here. 4 minutes until the 8 a.m. press release. So what earnings do we have here tonight, guys? I want to kind of write down and kind of make a little bit of a list here. We do have earnings over on Microsoft. We have earnings over on Amazon. We have earnings on Meta. We have earnings over on Google. So we do have a big list of earnings over these plays. Now today, guys, I will be talking about the correct way to play earnings. Okay? So I just want to make sure that you guys understand that. I like today during like pre-market or whenever, we are going to be talking about what is the correct way to play earnings. How should you approach earnings? We also have to talk about Jerome Powell. Today, guys, will be the last day that Jerome Powell will be speaking. He will be getting replaced. Guys, I'll be honest. Kind of makes me a little sad. Okay? You might be like, why? Traders, I don't know. How long has Jerome Powell been doing it now? I mean, there was the lady before him, but I just feel like a big bulk of my career has just been seeing Jerome Powell, the funny memes every now and then, and just saying good afternoon. And then the stock market going crazy. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad sometimes. You ever like, you know, see those, like, it's kind of sad sometimes when you see someone get a little older, when you see someone again get fired or retire, when you see someone again, you know, do so much work and also, again, I'm not even talking about politics. Maybe you like him, maybe you don't. I'm not talking about that in any sort of way. I'm just talking about the fact that he's been part of my life for like the last 6 years, I feel like, of just stock trading and day trading and investing. And today's his last day. Today's his last speech. Today's his last little performance. I feel like that, you know, when he talks today at 2:30, the markets have to climb. Kind of like as a au revoir. You know what I mean? Kind of like a au revoir to, like, you know, JP. To be like, hey, you know what? Thank you. Stock market rises. Stock market goes on a spike. Stock market goes on some sort of rip and run. You know? So, we'll see if that actually does happen. But I would like to. I would like to see it. I would like to see, again, an absolutely beautiful au revoir, Ricky Bobby. Au revoir. SAGT. Hey, good morning to absolutely everybody. Make sure if you guys haven't yet, you guys smash that thumbs on up. If you guys are watching, wherever you guys are watching, hit that like button right now. Show some love, show some support, hit that retweet button, hit that share button. Everyone, again, start commenting. Everyone, again, share this link. Okay, maybe we're getting a little too ASCII. Deck, good morning from Romania. Good morning. From Romania. You're out there. How far away are you from Transylvania? Is Transylvania even a real fucking place? Okay, so I don't know. That's just kind of like when isn't that where vampires are from? Traders, we have 30 seconds until the 8 a.m. press release wave. You guys ready to rock and roll? Let's make some money today. Let's do it. So 8 a.m. press release wave, 30 seconds away. Let's get ready to rock. Here we go. Come on, let's see some news. Everyone lock in here. Everyone get ready to go. Let's see what stock takes on off. I'm looking forward to a big day ahead. Looking forward to some action. See what press release is going to come out here right at 8 o'clock, guys. 8 o'clock is here. Everything I see, I'll again talk out loud, okay? Everything I see that's worth noting, I will talk out loud. Phase 2 review study over on RNTX. That's just a review study. That's not new results, but still we'll keep on watch. Expands partnership. AXIL, guys, expands partnership with Walmart. Walmart expands partnership. Could possibly get some hype. You know, if you have a partnership with Walmart, it could definitely bring in some hype and momentum. Very large spread though right now, but still, again, a press release I would say watch. Partnership to transfer AI. No, right now AIXL still my favorite press release. Let's see what else we get. NKLR signs agreement. I don't want to just jump in on anything just yet because yesterday I was jumping in on some plays and guess what happened, guys? We didn't see as many breakouts.
Breakthrough.
Right now here, traders, we are again just watching and waiting. So right now we're just more watching and waiting, seeing if we can find anything. Chiefs market capability, NASA contracts, MNTS. Guys, AXIL's trying. AIXL is trying, but it's not worth it. I'm not going to do that. MNTS talks about preliminary designs under NASA contracts.
Agreement.
Guys, AXIL is the best play right now. Guys, AXIL is now spiking. Guys, AXIL is now spiking. The one that we brought up before is now spiking. Guys, AXIL is actually now taking on off a little bit. Oh my goodness. Guys, AXIL, it is already shortable. Since this play is already shortable, be aware that sometimes these go up higher than expected. I would not short AXIL unless it goes all the way up towards like something stupid, like $12. AIXL, guys, where all hype's at. The one that we've been talking about, the one that we've been focused on, the one that, again, you know, I saw right away. It, again, expands partnership with Walmart. Again, this one's already shortable, has the best chance of a short squeeze. It could go up higher than expected. I would not short this one until like $13, to be honest with you. I mean, it could just keep on going higher and higher and higher. All eyes right now at 8 o'clock are on AXL. Partnership with Walmart. It is a good, solid press release. People will be excited about it. If anything, you can look for dip buys all the way back on down. Not anymore dip buys. So let's see here. AIXL, guys, still trying to rip, still trying to run. Let it keep on going. I am not shorting this play anytime soon. Even, hey, Deck, what about $10 could be a great short? I don't want to do it. This one could go up to like 14 bucks, something stupid. When stocks are already shortable, it allows more shorts to jump in, which leads to better short squeezes. If anything, I'll look for dip buys. Where could dip buys be? I would say, again, like 840, 820, 810. I'll wait for, again, good pullbacks. I would rather, again, look for dip buys and pullbacks rather than, again, me chasing the tops. Okay? So, guys, as you guys can see right here, again, a lot of times it is super simple for us. You know, we don't have to do anything crazy. We're not trying to do anything wild. All we're trying to say to ourselves at this time is, hey, let's find the hot press release, right? It literally shows up right here over on Fox Runner, right? We could clearly see AXIL is that one play that has the best potential to kind of bring in the hype and the momentum and all the action right here. So AIXL is the stock that just stands out to us. 3-star press release, partnership with Walmart. And the moment we see that partnership with Walmart is the moment that every single trader is saying to themselves, hey, money making time. AIXL, did I get filled on a dip buy right here? I did not get filled on any dip buy, guys. Just a little heads on up. I almost got filled right there. What did we come on down to? We came on down to 850. I was going to look for my first dip buy back on down towards around that 840 mark. So I did not get filled on any dip buy just yet. Just a little heads on up. If you guys did, congratulations. But AIXL partnership is a key word. Seeing a partnership with Walmart definitely brings in the hype and momentum. But that's how, again, people buy these breakouts right away. So AIXL saw the news the moment it came out. on Fox Runner. This is a play that if you are quick enough, you can make thousands in seconds. So if you're quick enough, you can make thousands of dollars in seconds. Or again, you wait for that possible short. Or again, you get ready for a potential dip buy, right? A lot of different ways that you can be able to trade this play. A lot of different ways that you guys can get yourself involved over on these plays here. But notice how, again, how news is so important, right? News gives you a reason to buy. If you have a reason to buy, you can be able to make money. Guys, we might come on down towards the low $8 region. Just be ready for that in case we do get a little bit of a fade. It's going to be coming all the way back on down towards the low $8 region. That'll be the next possible dip buy and bounce play if you guys, again, want to be able to make some cash and make some money. So AIXL still trying to get a little bit of that fade and fall. AIXL, again, if it does fade and fall, we're going down towards low $8. Just want to make sure that you guys are aware of that. Small little bull flag pattern. Still, again, even if it does kind of drop on down a little bit, it seems like it has room to be able to bounce right back up towards $9, which is nice. I'm still waiting for a little pullback. Give us that pullback on down towards the low $8. Let's bounce back up towards around $9. Does that sound good? It's kind of my goal. Get a couple dip buy potentials and bounce back up towards $9 is my goal here. I don't feel comfortable shorting this one. I kind of have a rule. Do not short anything. Do not short anything that is already shortable. It has the best chance of short squeezes. Let's throw on the VWAP indicator as well. See where the VWAP indicator could possibly do. VWAP is actually above us right now at the price of 920. All right, right now here, traders, we know that this is the best one. Is there anything above it? RDAC, CALV, SAGT. No, again, hottest play so far is AIXL. That's the hottest one so far. Doesn't mean it's the biggest top gainer, but it is the hottest one so far. Guys, here comes that little pullback. Guys, little pullback happening right now. This is where we're looking to be able to get filled in a nice little dip buy and bounce. Guys, I am filled right now. Just got 1,500 shares filled at the price of $8.14. I will look to get filled underneath this area as well. But if I can make like a quick $400 or so, I'll take it. So guys, I did just get filled on this play at the price of $8.14. Gonna look for a little bit of a bounce play back on up to see if we could be able to make a little bit of money, make a little bit of cash. So there's that pullback right there. We're up $300 almost. Guys, there's again $300. Sometimes I like to just get myself a little bit of a cushion. So I'm just gonna take a quick little, oh, why'd that take so long to get out of? I mean, I tried to get out at 8:30. That took ridiculously long. Traders, I am out right now. I just took a quick $100 profit right there. I actually tried to get out of that play. I took about a $100 profit. It took a very long time for me to get out for whatever reason. AIXL did just come back on down. I will say if it does come even down lower, we could look to re-enter still for that possible dip. Whereas again, the next lower area, that is going to be again like 770s. If you guys do want to get involved in the 770s, it's actually, I'm going to go ahead and look for possible even lower dips. Let's see if it keeps on going. How much lower? What is this lower area? Let's see here. We're trying to figure this one on out. 755. I mean, the stock again has been fading a little bit right now. I don't mind again. Like if we get involved on plays, on dips, we have very low risk. Now, obviously, risk is still risk. Risk still means we could lose, but we still have very low risk whenever we buy near the bottom. Remember, when you buy near the bottom on the first time, you have all this room to spike. When you buy on the bottom on the second time, you have all this room to be able to move back on up. So again, buying at the bottom is always great. Buying at the top is where you have the most risk. Buying at $10, hoping it goes higher, is where you get demolished. Buying at $10 or $9.50, saying, oh, I hope this one goes up to 11, is usually where you end up taking some of the biggest losses. So it's okay. If you guys, again, ever want to look for dip buys, sub $8, I really don't mind that whatsoever. As long as you're being smart, as long as you use your head, you're going to be absolutely fine. So we'll see what AKN does. I'm going to cancel my orders right now. Go from there, see what we have. What else do we have here, guys? We have AKAN. I still want to watch as well. Just a little heads on up for anyone who was not here yesterday. AKAN did go crazy yesterday for a little bit. AKAN went from $12 and spiked up to $30 yesterday. It was a pretty wild move, just a little heads on up. Now, what I will say is if AKAN can break the trend, we probably will see some sort of similar like move. Okay, so right now, if I'm taking a look over on AKAN, what I'm actually noticing is we do have a little bit of $20 as our bottom support area. So I do realize that AKAN does have around $20 as our bottom support. We do have a lower shadow bounce. We do have, again, end of the candle. We do have, again, a bounce play here. I would say if this play can slowly start working itself back on up, and then we can get that breakout back above $22, this thing has potential to squeeze again. So I would not take your eyes off of AKAN. This is a previous top gainer. Definitely could still make you a lot of money. Let me go ahead and kind of draw this out so you guys can just see it a little bit better. And say, hey, if this one was able to spike yesterday from $12 up to $30, who knows what this one could do today? Especially if all of a sudden, it does start breaking this downtrend. We break downtrends, all of a sudden buying volume moves on in. We start breaking downtrends, again, hype moves on in. Attention starts moving on in. So here's a top little resistance. Here's a top little resistance. Here's again a top little resistance. Here's again some top little resistance. And obviously what we're looking for is, are we going to be able to break out of that area right there? And if we can, that's where hype and momentum moves on through. Same exact thing when you guys take a look over here. You guys can see we do have our dip buy and bounce play. We do have, again, our old spiking high and dip buy right here. We do have, again, dip buy. We do have, of course, dip buy. And now coming up in the future, we are going to be having our dip buy. So we do have an AKAN wedge right here, which is obviously getting tighter and tighter and tighter. And if we can get, this kind of tighter squeeze right here, that's where we could be able to see these breakouts. So let's go ahead and look at stock wedges or descending triangle. So what we're essentially looking for, let me see if I can find a good one right here, is we're almost looking for something that would look like this. We're going to see if we can break this downtrend, We're going to see if we can get this possible squeeze and spike to see if, again, kind of like that next leg can be able to, come on out. And if we can get that next leg, that's where buying volume can move in. That's where, again, some hype could be able to move on in. We also have something like this as well. Let me go ahead and kind of another little example. 2 examples for you guys here. Why do I bring 2 examples up? Just because I'm that good. So again, there's a couple different scenarios that could happen, but it all happens at the wedge. So I would say again, if we're taking a look, AKAN is one of my top watches today for a squeeze and break of its wedge. I attached some examples of a descending triangle pattern breakout. So these are, again, some things I want you guys to kind of just be aware of, focusing on, and of course, making sure that you guys are ready to rock and roll. So a lot of fun, a lot of potential right here where people could be able to make a lot of money. All right, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get ready to have ourselves a day. So far, again, little trade so far. Where's Carr at? That's a good point. Guys, Carr is all the way down to 147, 150. Oh, man. What do you guys think? Look at Carr today. All the way down towards 150. How low can we go, traders? I mean, team, if you guys want to take a look, Carr is all the way on down now. Kind of getting beat all the way on up. Where is that dip buy? Where is that perfect dip buy at in your eyes? Because, I mean, we're below 160 at this moment. Where is that perfect dip buy over on Carr? Carr has to get one green day coming on up. Like, Carr really does. Carr has to get, 1 or 2 green days coming on up. It has to get some sort of dip buy. It's just not going to go straight down like this forever. So really the big question is where, right? Where is going to be that bounce? Where is going to be the dip buy? Where is going to be the best opportunity? So that's what I'm trying to find here. Let me, let's change a couple. Let's go to a bigger time frame. Let's go the daily time frame. I mean, let's just go. Can we go that 60-minute time frame? I want to see, like, look at this area. Like, look at these bounces right here. What's that mark? That's 130. If we take a look over on these areas right here, you guys can see bounce, 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 130. I kind of want to keep those in play here. Can we make this a little bit larger? I'm trying to just get it so everyone can see it. So we do have what I kind of am noticing. What's this top here? This top right here is right around 145. Kind of where we're at right now. So again, we do have actually like 150. I mean, kind of where we're at right now. It's either going to be 150 or it's going to be 130. Like that's what it looks like in my eyes. We basically have 2 lines of support and resistance right here. And like, the 2 main lines that I'm seeing at this time are either 130 and 150. So we do have 130 and 150 are old resistance and support lines, which can hold as the next bounce play. So basically, that's what we're looking for at this moment. To just see, hey, you know what? We do have some very nice support and some dip opportunities. And we want to see, could these areas be like that next possible dip? So, I mean, CAR, 150 is not a bad play. 130 is not a bad play. I mean, you could get some right now and hope it's 150, or you can wait for 130, but you possibly miss it if it is that 150 mark. You could split the difference and just say, screw it, I'll buy in at 140. So it's like, CAR, we have yet to see a strong dip buy after an 800 or after again a $750 spike. We are coming up to some very strong areas. We do want to stay ready. So just a little heads on up here, guys. You do want to stay ready. There's a lot of potential on the upside, the downside, over on, again, this 130, 150 mark. Obviously, these are the chances that are going to be able to bring us the most amount of money. Carr has earnings today. Ooh, thank you so much. Again, Mad Marty, what time is earnings? Do you know if Carr earnings are this afternoon or are Carr earnings like in the next, 10 minutes? If Carr has earnings in the next 10 minutes, hey, potentially this thing could go all the way back on up. Like an 8:30 press release wave. I didn't realize Carr had earnings today, so definitely could be help it or potentially hurt it even more. So right now, traders, we do have car. We'll keep that one on watch. Thank you for the heads on up over there, over on car. Still a play that we are going to stay focused on. Earnings today before market opens. Oh, thank you. I'm being an idiot. Look, it literally says earnings today before market opens. Okay. So guys, car, we could be seeing again that come out with earnings in the next like 10 minutes or so. So we're probably going to be seeing car earnings. That could get crazy. I mean, guys, car could possibly shoot right back on up towards 200 plus in a very quick fashion right at 8:30. That could be a fun one. I mean, that could be a wild one. Or it could be like, hey guys, car earnings suck. This shouldn't even be at $100 anymore, right? I mean, car, what were we sitting at? You know, before this whole entire thing started going crazy, car was sitting all the way back on down towards like $80. So being at 150, are we still overbought? I think regardless, car might still get some hype and momentum. No matter what, I think car still might get some hype and momentum just because it does have earnings.
Placement.
Hold on a second. Did the earnings already come on out? If they already came on out, then what are we even doing? Oh yeah, car already came out with its earnings. That's why it's dumping. Oh, I'm being an idiot, guys. I'm sitting here again seeing a big time dump, and I'm like, you know, I'm sitting here being like, oh, when it comes out with earnings, there's a reason why it's crashing right now, because car came out with its earnings already. All right, cool, thank you. I was being a dum-dum right there. You know, that's why it's crashing. That's why it's dropping. It came out with earnings already. Still, 130 is going to be a dip buy. 130 will be a dip buy. 130 will be, again, a nice opportunity, I think, to be able to get filled over on those plays. So, I would still say keep that on your back burner. And then let's also just see what we get coming on out here, traders, at 8:30. We got another wave, another opportunity. And remember here, traders, we have so much potential for the earnings tonight. Earnings tonight, which one's your favorite? Which one are you guys watching the most tonight? Are you guys saying, hey, Deck, I'm going to be going all over Microsoft. I'm going over Amazon, Meta, Google, Qualcomm, Chipotle. Well, for anyone who does not know, let's remember this, traders. Amazon is my biggest long-term holdings. My biggest long-term holdings is Amazon. So I would really like to see Amazon kill it tonight and extend on up towards even higher new record highs. So for anyone who does not know, we are sitting at new record highs over on Amazon. But if Amazon can come out with some good earnings and extend up towards like the 270s up to the 280s, I mean, guys, that's just going to be making me feel even better. So out of my long-term kind of what I call my retirement account, guys, I have my biggest position in Amazon. And right now, everything's going great. So Amazon, very big position. I'm hoping, again, we come out with good earnings and we absolutely keep on crushing it. Microsoft, obviously, I have as well. Microsoft is, again, a play that's been doing very well, bouncing off that 50-day moving average. Remember, we bought in on this one back on March 30th and was able to make a ton of money so far. Microsoft, again, working itself all the way back on up. That's been a great one as well. I do have, again, smaller positions over on Google and such. So really, I would love to see all Mag 7 plays move on up. You know, if all Mag 7 plays move on up, people are, again, going to be happy, right? And if all Mag 7 plays move on up, the S&P 500 is going to be moving on up. So the S&P 500, we are still sitting right next to those record highs. I believe it's 714 is the current record high. So right now we're right around 712. We're $2 shy of record high. So SAGT, guys, SAGT still slow and steady. RDAC, KLV, BEG, WALD, SIMO, GCTK. All right. Now it's just a little bit of that waiting game. A little bit of that waiting game. Guys, 5 minutes until the next press release wave. Now, for anyone who does not know, we are actually seeing oil move itself on up a little bit. Now, for anyone who does not know, oil and stocks are kind of like opposite. When oil moves up, stocks usually move down. So USO right now is climbing. As USO climbs, the S&P 500 is falling. Now, does anyone know why USO or oil's moving stuff on up? As we know, it's usually because something that has to do with Trump. Trump posted a little bit of a... Guys, again, Trump's an interesting character. You could love him, you can hate him, you can sit somewhere in between. But he posted this morning on Truth Social. He said, Iran can't get their act together. They don't know how to sign a non-nuclear deal. They better get smart soon. No more Mr. Nice Guy. And it's an AI picture of Trump walking with an M4 with sunglasses and explosions all over Iran. Okay, so it's like, guys, I don't know. I don't know what to think of like when he does this. When he does this, it's just so crazy. It's so wild. So, I mean, it's almost like I guess it's a serious message, but it's also a non-serious message. Some people think it's funny. Some people don't think it's funny. Some people, again, don't know how to even take it. But regardless, whenever there's any sort of controversy or conflict or confusion, usually the S&P 500 moves down. Guys, when has the S&P 500 been moving up? When has the stock market been flying up towards highs? The S&P 500 runs up towards highs when there's peace, when there's simplicity, when they say, hey, we're working on a deal. Hey, guys, we have signed a deal. Hey, guys, there's no more conflict. When there is conflict and controversy and people are cautious and people say, oh, I don't know, again, what gas and oil is going to do. Oh, the Strait of Hormuz is closed. Oh, again, we're going to be going to war. That's where people huddle and save their money. And when they're huddling and saving their money, they say, well, I don't know what the stock market's going to do. I don't want to lose money. But when we say, hey, there is no a war, everything's fine, people feel good about putting their money back into the stock market. So when we have Trump come on out here and says no more Mr. Nice Guy and have explosions all over him, well, people might start saying, hey, I'm taking money out. I don't know what's going to happen. So that's essentially what we have every day. Every day, it's almost like, are we happy or are we cautious? Are we confident or are we again saying it's more gambly, right? And that's like that's how the stock market moves. The more gambly, the more cautious people are, the more kind of fading we see. Yes, stocks, again, move off earnings and, again, different ratios and their earnings reports and things along those lines. But at the same time, it's also very emotional. Trump comes on out and says, we're going to war. Stock market drops. Trump comes on out and says, hey, guys, we have peace. We made a deal. Stock market moves on up. It is caution versus confidence. Fear versus greed. But we also do have, I am expecting today to be a little slower, guys. Now, why am I expecting today to be a little slower? Three different things. Number one, Jerome Powell speaks today, guys. Jerome Powell speaks at 2:30. S&P 500 could get crazy. Number two, Microsoft has earnings. Google has earnings. Amazon has earnings. So we won't probably see as much movement on the S&P 500 till tonight. Guys, heads on up right now. All eyes, all attention, all focus. Everyone bring it on over here to, again, Fox Runner. Traders, it is coming on up towards 8:30 in the morning. We have about 15 seconds until 8:30. We might be seeing a possible big play. We already saw, again, a great rip and run over on to whatever that other stock was right at, again, 8 o'clock. Let's see what we get at 8:30 here. Okay? At 8:30, brand new press release wave comes on out. We are watching the news scanner, Fox Runner, and we are going to see every single hot press release. All we're doing is filtering out from low float stocks. We're going to do about 40 million, 35 million in float and under. That's what we're looking for. So let's see again if we can get some big time spikes and rips and runs and of course go from there. Anything that I do see, I will be yelling out to you guys. You guys ready? Here comes the news. Securities High Defense, $5 million. KULR just got a $5 million contract. Significant results, guys, on JAGX. JAGX is a pumper and dumper. Just a little heads on up, but it does say significant results. So JAGX is a known pump and dump type of play. It's significant results is a good press release, but most of the time it does kind of lead towards a short. If it was any other stock, I would say buy it, but JGX comes out with news so often. Let's see what else we have here. Anything else that comes on out that's really good and big. TOMZ, targets $70 billion. No. KULR. We're absolutely fine right now. Kind of looking to see where we have, any sort of next hype and momentum. KNRX, you're saying has a little bit of hype? KNRX, guys, targets an $80 billion market. Again, targets an $80 billion market doesn't mean anything, guys. I'm targeting to make $1 million this year. Doesn't mean anything, An agreement with Santa Cruz. What do we have here? GWRS. Guys, GWRS does have the word agreement. Might get a little hype and momentum. Files a settlement agreement. Secures Tri-State books initial orders. AISP, earnings. So GWRS, we'll keep our eyes peeled on that one. See what we can do. But right now here, traders, nothing spiking just yet. I mean, again, KNRX is trying to get a little bit of momentum, but I don't really care about that play. I really don't. I want to see something a little faster, a little better. Let's see if we get something fresh, something new here. I mean, anything that is fresh and new, we will get right here. I think we're all good at this moment. So we will be all good. Traders, we are also coming on down to the final days of April. Now, team, I will say this right here and right now. What is going to be the absolute biggest thing coming on up this year? For anyone who does not know, this is incredible news. June 4th is going to be the day that the PDT rule is going to be diminished. Yes, you are now going to be able to trade with any amount of money with no PDT rule whatsoever. The PDT rule used to state that you were only allowed to trade 3 round trips throughout an entire week. This means you were essentially only able to trade 3 times throughout an entire week if you had less than 25,000, which is why I understand. Some people went to prop firms. Some people started trading options. Some people try to trade futures because you want to trade as much money as you possibly can as many times, but with less than 25,000, you were restricted. But guess what? For the first time ever, the PDT rule is about to go away. And with the PDT rule going away, you are going to be able to trade as much as you want. You are going to be able to trade all the funds that you have. Funds could be able to settle instantly. You can trade on margin. You can buy, you could sell, you can short, and it will be the most wild the stock market, or I would say the microcap market, will be ever. We will be seeing 1,000% moves. We will be seeing multiple traders make hundreds of thousands of dollars while, yes, other traders blow up their accounts. We will be seeing more volatility in the small cap market than we have ever seen in history. And the reason is because they're removing all restrictions. They are saying, hey guys, it's going to be crazy. I'm going to give you guys an analogy here. The stock market, or let's say the microcap market, sub $20 stocks, is going to be pure anarchy for the first 3 months. June, July, August, it will be pure anarchy. And the way I like to think about this, guys, is imagine if the government just said, hey guys, there are no laws. Imagine that. What would happen to the United States if all of a sudden there was no laws, no consequences, no punishments? There would probably be, for maybe the first 3 to 4 months, insane looting, people killing each other, people breaking into homes, people again taking advantage, a whole bunch of craziness. But also, things would calm down after the first 3 months. Hey, I'm not going and trying to rob that house. That guy again is going to kill me. Hey, I know if I go into this territory right here, I'm going to get, beat on up. Basically, unestablished rules would start developing after the first 3 months. But the first 3 months would be fire and chaos and fireworks, and it'd be nuts. That's essentially what's going to happen in the penny stock world. In the penny stock world, it is going to be full-blown anarchy for the first 3 months, where people are going to buy nonstop, people are going to be winning money like never before, and people are going to be losing money like never before. Regardless, stocks are going to go up, stocks are going to crash, stocks will be again spiking 1,000% and then dumping back down 1,000%. So, for anyone who does not know this, June 4th is the day. And also on June 4th, we are going to be doing something we have not done in 2 years. And that is a small account challenge. A small account challenge! where I am going to be going down to the smallest amount that I possibly can. And I want to see, can I be able to turn it into a large account? Can I be able to put myself, Sean Dekmar, as a mentor to thousands of traders in your shoes? Someone who says, hey, Dek, I don't have $50,000. You're sitting here making a full-time living. I want to see you do it with only a few $1,000s. Hey, you know what? I only have $2,000 in my trading account, and it's really hard for me. All these people seem like they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars. Well, how about if I put myself in your shoes? What if I only take out a few $1,000s, let's say $2,000, and I say, let's go ahead and grow it together. I'll do every trade live. I'll show you every stock ticker I'm picking. I'm getting myself involved with a small account starting in June so we can be able to walk it together. Guys, I think this is going to be absolutely incredible. We are going to be doing the small account challenge during the time that I think will be the greatest opportunity for us to grow it. Team, it's going to be nuts. It's going to be absolutely insane. It's going to be absolutely wild in every single sense. So who here, let me ask you guys right now, is excited about this small account challenge? Who here is excited about June 4th? Who here is ready for, again, June 4th small account challenge? If you guys are joining us, if you guys are going to be here, if you guys are saying, hey, let's get after it, let me hear a good old Dekmar Trades. Ah! Woo-hoo-hoo! Now, the big thing is I've been speaking with Cobra, which is my broker. They're a premium broker. Right now, guys, you need $25,000 to open up an account with them. But I will say I have heard back. And again, it's not finalized 100%, right? But I will say this is, again, from Cobra. And I told them, hey, I'm going to be doing a small account challenge, but Cobra, I need you guys. I need your help here. And they said, what do you need from us? And I said, the smaller that you guys allow traders to be able to trade, right? The more, again, people are, A, going to sign up. B, are going to allow me to be able to trade. I love you guys. I want to be able to use your product. You guys are amazing. And they said, Sean, let's see how low we can go for you. So they sent me an email today. And Cobra, which is one of the most premium brokers, you guys usually need $25,000. They are, again, going to try to be dropping on down to somewhere between $2,000 to $2,500. Guys, that is so low. So again, Cobra might be dropping down for this small account challenge right here to $2,000. Should I be, again, going all the way down to $2,000? Should I start this small account challenge with as little as $2,000? I mean, guys, that would be pretty nuts. That would be pretty wild. We go all the way down to 2K. So, I'm really pumped about it. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be a lot of fun, and we'll go from there. So right here, traders. Hey, it is 8:38. And again, as expected, I'm not expecting too much in this market right now. I'm not expecting too many spikes ripping and running. So let's talk about today. Let's talk about what we have. Day Trader Rue, why not use Thinkorswim? Because Thinkorswim sucks. Guys, do people actually still use TD Ameritrade to day trade still? If you use TD Ameritrade to day trade, you have no shorts whatsoever. Do they even have shorts on certain stocks? Like, it's not a good it's like using E-Trade for, again, day trading. It's not good. That is, you got to use, again, a day trading broker. It would be like, a good example of this is, imagine if you wanted to run let's imagine if you wanted to do like a Ironman, okay? Part of an Ironman is riding a bike for 120 miles. What if you're like, hey, I have a bike. You know, here's my bike, and it's just a normal chain pedal bike. Guys, that 120 miles would be absolutely brutal. What does everyone who does an Ironman ride? They ride those bikes that are super light, have like 9 different settings. You can change things. Again, they even have like the handlebars where you can lean on them. So again, you can relax your back. It's perfectly built for 120 miles. Sure, you can say, oh, I have a bike. I don't need to spend that money on, again, a brand new bike. No. You're not going to be able to, again, ride 120 miles on a one-chain link bike. That's basically what TD Ameritrade is. It's just not good for day trading. So, right now here, team, let's make sure that we are all set. Now, let's talk about today. Let's talk about today in general. Let's get every single person so that you guys are all set, ready to get after it and ready to get after it. All right? Everyone, head on over. Analyst alerts here. Scroll on down. Drop all the way back down to the bottom. Now, team, for anyone who does not know, this is filled right now with just a ton of earnings, as you guys could imagine. Okay? We do have earnings every single day. There are the major earnings. Now, again, what are the major earnings every day? You know, like last night, we had Robinhood earnings last night. We had BE earnings last night. We had STX earnings last night. We had Teradyne, TER earnings last night. Visa earnings last night. Teradyne always makes me laugh. You know why? Teradyne is just silly. It reminds me of Aerodyne. Guys, does anyone know Aerodyne? Aerodyne company. Has anyone ever invested into Aerodyne? Aerodyne is a leading manufacturer that has promising results that could be able to 10x your money in a very short amount of time. It has a brand new breaking leading technology. Has anyone invested in Aerodyne before? Does anyone even know what the heck I'm talking about? Guys, Aerodyne is, again, the stock that they show in The Wolf of Wall Street, where Leonardo DiCaprio walks into the penny stock market for the first time ever and sells, like, you know, $2,000 worth of shares to that random guy. So, you guys can see what we have right here. Bloom Energy did have an absolutely great spike. BE 220 up to 263. Guys, STX went all the way from around 570 all the way up towards 670. STX earnings 17% gain. Guys, the shocking one was Hood. HOOD. Hood dropped all the way on down from nearly $100 to $73. Ah! Again, Hood traders are not having fun today. It's ripping some faces right now, guys. Hood is ripping some faces. Probably the worst earnings, the ones that has shocked traders the most. Hood is not a good time. STX is having fun. BE is having fun. Hood is not having fun. Starbucks had a great earnings as well. From around $97 up towards around $104. People are ordering their double mocha, double pump, hold the cream. Give me 3 trios of cinnamon, Venti extra large. Make sure you put a little buttery scotch right on the top and give me an extra little whoopah right there. That's what people are ordering. Right now, we are seeing Starbucks also having a great gain. So guys, for anyone who does not know this, traders, 80% of earnings will be positive. And I'm talking about S&P 500 plays. Starbucks, positive, right? Hood, not. STX, positive. BE, positive. The majority of good, credible companies do have positive earnings, right? Like Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Google, probably one of them is going to miss. The other ones are probably going to hit. Visa, hit. Visa did fine. So it's usually never a good idea. It's usually not. Just kind of throwing it out there, guys. It's usually never a good idea to try to short earnings. 80% of the time, if you're an S&P 500 company, you are a good, credible company that is going to be coming out with good earnings. Now, when drops happen, they usually dump because they're rare. They're not as common. So when they do happen, it usually crashes. Guys, FICO came out positive. So we've had positive earnings on every play we've looked at so far except for Hood. Well, here's another one. TER, Teradyne. Not Aerodyne, but Teradyne, but it looks like the same thing, right? Where we are having a drop. We are saying they are missing the numbers, right? Missing the numbers here over on TRI. SIMO. Guys, SIMO, 24% gain did come on out. So as you guys can see, it really comes up to you. You guys, again, can see all these earnings reports here that are happening. Now, traders, let's kind of stay on this topic of earnings. Okay, let's talk about earnings right here. Because I always do get the question where people always ask me this. How to play earnings. Okay? Can we do a quick lesson together on how to play earnings? Would you guys like that? Would you guys like if we did a quick lesson together right here and right now on what is the proper way to be able to trade earnings? How can we get ourselves involved in earnings? Well, there's 3 different ways that you guys can trade earnings. Let's talk about the risky ways, and then let's go into the smartest and safest ways. Sound good? What is the most risky way to be able to trade earnings? Let's say we have stock XYZ right here. Here's stock XYZ. We know earnings is going to be coming out at 4 p.m. Eastern time, which is going to be the close of the day. And here's the stock getting ready for its earnings report. What is the most risky thing that we can do? Well, I could say, hey, I think the earnings is going to be bad. And guess what? The earnings is good and the stock shoots on up. And again, you're crying you're losing all your money because you did not have a fun day right there. The most risky thing that you can do is just jump in before the earnings comes on out. If that's on the buy side or the sell side. We do not know. And people always ask me this question. They always say, hey, Deck, do you think it's going to be positive or negative? Do you think the stock is going to go up or down? To be frank with you, I'm going to be extremely blunt, transparent, honest, and just keep it real. I have no clue. I got no idea which way this is going to be going up or down. And that's the secret is nobody does. There's probably about 10 people in the world that know what their company is going to be reporting. And that's about it. Why do you think there are such dramatic moves when, again, a stock does come out with earnings? When stocks come out with earnings, there are such dramatic moves, such as Hood right here, because nobody was expecting it. If people knew what earnings were going to be prior, we would see dumps prior of earnings. But the reason why we get such hard sell-offs or we get such hard spikes is because the entire world is getting this data all at the same time for the first time available. So the only people that know what the earnings is actually going to be are the insiders, the board of directors, the CEO, the vice president, these type of people. Now, when you guys again see this, we have the news come on out, you get the market reaction, and you get the sharp spike or the sharp dump right away. So the most risky thing that you can do is say, hey, I'm going to buy prior or I'm going to short prior, hoping that the stock either goes on up or again, hoping that the stock even goes on down and I can make money. Now, people do this and sometimes they win, sometimes they lose. Now, as I already did go over though, 80% of the time you will see positive earnings on S&P 500 plays. Stocks that are within the top 500 companies in the entire world. I'm not talking about your random $11 stock. I'm not talking about your random 22-cent stock. I'm talking about 80% of the top 500 will report positive earnings. The S&P 500 is the top 500 companies in the world. That's what it is. It's an ETF of the best of the best. So most likely, the best of the best will report good earnings. So tonight, when we have earnings on the best of the best, and I'm referring to Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, Google, Ford, Qualcomm, Chipotle, there's most likely going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out of 8 plays, 7 of them will most likely report positive earnings. One of them is most likely going to drop. Now, here's again where things kind of get a little tempting. Usually the drop is going to give the most amount of profit. Now, why would the drop give the most amount of profit? Because it's going to be the one that's the most uncommon. It's going to be the one that's going to have the biggest reaction. And fear can lead towards a sell-off. So again, people say, ooh, I think again, this one's not going to do as well. Get ready for the big drop. Because if you did have, let's say, shorts over on Hood or put contracts over on Hood, you would win a lot of money. But you can't do that. You can't say, well, I'm going to go ahead and do put contracts on STX. You're going to get absolutely demolished. Hey, I'm going to do put contracts over on SBUX. I'm going to get absolutely demolished. You can't say, oh, I'm going to do put contracts on whatever. You're going to most likely get absolutely demolished. So the thing is, it's always better to go on the long side on S&P 500 stocks for earnings. Okay? What's another way that you can trade this? Well, another way that you can trade it is instead of doing one order, you do both orders. So what a lot of people do is they like to hedge their bets. Now, you can do this not only for shares, you could also do this with options as well. So again, let's think about this, guys. Let's imagine you buy 1,000 shares. We're just going to make the math very easy right now. 1,000 shares, and you do a 1,000 share order on the sell side, or AKA the short side, and you do a 1,000 share buy order on the long side. And all of a sudden, stock XYZ comes on out, and it comes out with good earnings. And the earnings starts moving on up, and the stock starts climbing, and the stock starts breaking on out. Let me again delete this real quick. And the stock starts moving itself on up, and we start getting a breakout. Well, what does this mean? This means you are going to be losing from your shorts, but at the same time, you are going to be winning from your buy position. So really, the name of the game is we don't know which way it's going to be, so we have orders on both. And once we see the results, we cancel out the loser so we can be able to hold the winner on the right side. So this is a strategy a lot of people use where they're saying, hey, let's be honest. I don't want to take a gamble. I don't want to again randomly bet if it's going to go up or down. I want to protect my funds. Let me again do a hedge on each side. So I'm hedging on each side. So let's say again, all of a sudden it starts spiking, ripping, and running. You might lose $1,000 from your loss. But now again, you also won $1,000 from your win here. And now you're at $0 profit. And by the time you get out, now this is all profit that could turn into, let's say, $3,000. Now, if you do not get out of your losing position, guess what? It might go all the way on up. You might be up $3,000, but you're also going to lose $3,000. So you're just going to be sitting at $0. Until you cut out one side, you are just going to be sitting at $0. Okay? So it's basically you saying, I don't know which way it's going to go. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go both sides, and then I'm going to cut out the loser. And again, then I'll be able to make money. What a lot of people do is options on these, where again, they say to themselves, hey, I'm going to do options. Now, for anyone who does not know, option contracts is you can only lose what you put in for that option. So let's imagine you buy let's make the math easy. You buy 1,000 shares of call options and you buy 1,000 shares of put options. Well, now essentially, what are you looking for? You are just looking for a dramatic move in one way or the other. Let's say all of a sudden we start seeing XYZ dump. Well, XYZ is now dumping and fading and falling. Now, XYZ, again, you are making a lot of money over on your put options. And you are only going to lose now $1,000 over on your call options because you can't lose more than what you paid for on your options. So the thing is, you just lost $1,000 on your call options. But now all of this, though, is going to be profit from your put contracts. So basically, it doesn't matter if you use shares or if you use options. If you want to hedge, that's where you guys are going to be able to make the most amount of money. Now, the thing is, you got to be quick, though. If you guys are using shares, you got to be quick to be willing to get out right away the moment you see that spike so you can maximize on your profits. You know what I mean? So you want to be able to, again, go both sides. Now, what's the issue with options? The issue with options, guys, is that if the stock does not get a dramatic move, right? Let's say all of a sudden the stock does this. Stock XYZ comes out with its earnings and it does this. Starts spiking its way on up, and you start saying, oh boy, this is awesome. And then it comes back on down, and you say, okay, hey, just fall. And then it comes back on up. Well, now guess what? You didn't win on your puts, you didn't win on your calls, and now you're losing on both. Because again, you have to worry about time decay. And you got to worry about, again, your strike price. And you got to worry about, again, your expiration date. And you got to worry about your time to your theta and all this other bullshit that I hate about options. So again, the most important thing about options is you got to be able to have what? You got to be able to have movement. As long as you have strong movement, on one side or another, you'll be able to make money. So like you'd want to see like a hood where you get a big drop and you stay down, right? So that's going to be a great possibility as well. So traders, so far we talked about a few different ways to be able to trade options. You can either A, take the gamble and get in and out, get in beforehand, right? You can be able to hedge each side, and that's going to be probably the smartest way to be able to do it. Or if you want to be as quick as possible and say, hey, I'm not going to buy in beforehand, right? I'm just going to buy in after. Hey, came out with bad earnings, starting to drop on down. Okay, starting to drop on down, I'm going to buy right now. And then hopefully it continues to fade and fall. Hey, XYZ came out with good earnings. Hey, it's moving itself on up. Okay, let me try as quickly as I can to get in. And then you buy right there. So the thing is, it's almost like the same exact thing as hedging where, you're going to have to get out of a play, but instead you're just getting into a play. So the most risky thing you can do is just buy in early and say, I hope it goes up or down. But with that being stated, you do have an 80% chance on SPY plays, top 500 in the world, that 80% are going to go up. If it does fall, however, it's going to be extremely dramatic. If you guys don't want to take that risk, you guys could hedge both sides where, again, you do a buy position and you guys do a sell position. And again, you just cut out whichever one is not working. Or you sit back on your hands, you wait for the news to come on out, you try to see you skim it over as quickly as possible, and then you enter here hoping it goes up higher, or enter it down here hoping it goes lower. For instance, let's take a look over on Hood. Hood had a very quick, dramatic drop, right? Foomp, dumped. Let's say, again, you start shorting at $77. You got a big time dump, you short at $77, and now it's all the way down to $72. Okay, let's go with Starbucks. Starbucks, you see a massive spike. It comes back on down, though, towards 101. You purchase at 101. As you guys can see, it's still sitting at 101. So, even if you wait, sometimes you might not make as much money. You know what I mean? So sometimes you need like that extension. You need it to keep going higher and higher and higher and higher and higher if you truly want to make money. So there is risk and reward on both sides. These are simple ways to kind of get in and out beforehand, just kind of making sure every single person understands that. But, you know, going into earnings tonight, it's up to you. In beforehand, in after earnings comes on out, or you hedge each side. Which one do you guys like the best? So you can, again, go ahead and hedge each side if you want to, in and out. What do you guys like to? Deck, I like to just buy in and just hold. Okay, there you go. Hey, Deck, screw it. I just like to buy in. And I'm not doing all this hedging, get in, get out type of bullshit. I'm just jumping in and that's it. All right. Hey, I don't hate it. You're an absolutely crazy guy. You are, you know that? But I don't hate it. Traders, we do have a 9 a.m. press release wave coming on up. The 9 a.m. press release wave on its way. The 9 a.m. press release wave. Let's head on over towards, again, premium news. And we are all set here. Okay, team, let's get ready to rock. So far, all we did was one little trade on the day. We were able to make, again, a quick $100. Nothing too fancy there. SAGT, testing those highs. We'll go over everything coming on up here. SAGT, very slow and steady. Let's get ready for the next 9 a.m. press release wave. Looking for that next play, that next rip. Also, how is CAR right now? 149. How's AKAN right now? Guys, AKAN, I still want to see that squeeze as I talked about. I still want to see that big squeeze if we can get it. If we can be able to pop above like 2150, I think we could still squeeze. AKAN was an insane cycle move from yesterday. So AKN, insane cycle move from yesterday. We can break through again, like even if we break again that $21.50, $22 mark, we can go. We can rip, we can run, we can spike, we can climb, we can dance. That's what I want to do today, guys. I want to dance. I want everyone to see the moves I've been working on.
Phase.
So, here comes the 9 a.m. press release wave. $9 a.m. press release wave coming on out. Let's get ready to rock. 9 a.m. press release wave on the way. Demonstrates real time WETO Nothing there. GAMN, nothing. Does have a special cash dividend, ACNB. ACNB talks about new share special cash dividend. Nothing there yet. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Come on now. Staying alert, staying ready, staying hyped, staying excited, staying again all set. Come on, give us a 9 a.m. ripper. Give us a 9 a.m. ripper. Spiker. Make me... Come on now. CTNT, guys. It looks like CTNT just got unhalted. We'll see if CTNT does anything stupid. Anything going on with CTNT? It looks like that one just randomly appeared. CTNT. Let's just kind of keep that on the back burner right now. That one just randomly showed on up as the #1 top gainer on the stock market. It looks like it's a reverse stock split. CTNT just might have come on out with a reverse stock split. It's not really up 19,000%, but we might just have a little reverse stock split play on our hands. Kind of just keep that on the back burner right here in case something stupid happens. Not seeing any news. Not seeing any news right now. Right now here, traders, we are all set. We are watching SAGT, USGO, RDAC, BEG, CALV. We're fine right now. Team, it is going to be like a day here where people are going to be mostly focused for earnings tonight. Right? That's where people are going to be mostly focused on. Okay? People are going to be saying to themselves, hey, we have earnings tonight. That's the time that things are going to start getting crazy. That's the time, again, things are going to start getting wild. Also, I do want to say, again, shout out to everyone that's here every day. Shout out to everyone who rocks with me every single morning. I mean, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for all the support that you guys show. I truly appreciate it. You know what always makes me laugh as well? It always makes me laugh where, again, someone goes, hey, Deck, I'm new here. I'm new here. I'm excited to be able to watch your live stream. And then all of a sudden, they watch me just drink water for 3 minutes. And they're just like, okay, hey, that was interesting. I mean, okay. And then all of a sudden, we start getting a little nuts. And I start taking off my clothing. And they're like, okay. And then all of a sudden, they see me trade and absolutely demolish it, making, again, $22,000 in only 22 seconds. And they say, oh, man. I always love, again, getting a new trader, waking them up to the squad, bringing in a little hazing to the group. XTLB. Trying to get a little bit of hype. All right, guys, hey. Nothing right now, but let's just stay prepared, okay? Let's see what opens up at the start of this day. But let's just make sure, again, we're staying ready on all plays, all alerts, and we're all good to go. Now, team, we already went over a little bit of the analyst alerts here today. As we already talked about, it's just a ton of earnings. First thing that we've gone over so far is we did go over BE earnings. BE is one of the most popular plays in 2026 and is one of the strongest movers in 2026. Then we went over STX earnings. STX is a company that also came out with great earnings this morning. One of the most popular plays within, again, S&P 500. Hood, Robinhood. Personally, guys, I like Robinhood. Hood, though, did not come out with good earnings. This was the shocker of last night. People are getting their faces melted over these bad Robinhood earnings that have come on out. We have seen multiple other earnings that, again, people either follow or don't follow. If you don't follow them, it's no big deal. Traders, do I ever invest in a Starbucks? No, but if you guys are aware, it did just come out with a good earnings report so that you guys are all set. We also saw some good earnings reports over on Visa as well. But tonight is going to be the main thing that traders are going to want to be focusing on, and that's going to be Microsoft, Meta, Google, Apple's tomorrow. But what else do we have here? Traders, let's go into some other things other than earnings. We do have oil prices, multi-day rally as Trump issues fresh threat to Iran. So again, Trump did come out with this very interesting image of him holding an M4 carbine with a whole bunch of explosions right here, kind of looking like he just came out of that cave in Iron Man 1 after Tony Stark again kind of built the first ever Iron Man. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting at this moment. So again, what we have here is Trump comes on out, posted this, says no more Mr. Nice Guy. Well, obviously he's the president of the United States of America. When he says no more Mr. Nice Guys with explosions all around him, it definitely kind of makes the sense that, oh wow, is a war happening again? I thought we had again peace deals. I thought we had again, Strait of Hormuz is open. And now we have this. So guess what happens? Well, we have USO now spiking on up, aka oil is higher. As oil is higher, we usually know that means the S&P 500 tends to be slightly lower. Oil and the S&P 500 are kind of opposites. So oil prices continue to rise on Wednesday as traders weighed in on the United Arab Emirates surprise exit from OPEC against growing signs that the war with Iran is unlikely to end soon. Traders, that is caution. I know we talk about earnings and EP ratios and this and that, but at the end of the day, sometimes the stock market is just emotional. And when you have emotional traders, that means they are either going to take money out because they're scared or fearful, or they put money in where they're confident. And right now, there is no confidence going into this morning because of, again, this. So we got to be careful. Now, we also, again, have already talked about some of the best spikes, best rips, best runs of yesterday. Traders, my favorite play of yesterday, for anyone who does not know, is this one right here. AKAN. AKAN, Tuesday's top gainer, was an absolute psycho move, right? We saw AKAN yesterday go from $12 in the middle of the day, spike up to $18, spike up to $22, spike up to $27, spike up to $30, and then it dumped all the way down to $15. Then it spiked back up to $24, back on up to $23. And ladies and gentlemen, if we do re-break $22 today, AKAN has the chance to go on another big short squeeze. Okay? So, we could still see a lot of momentum over on AKAN. That is one of my top favorite plays here today, all for the break of this downtrend. If we break this downtrend, that's where, again, we could start seeing a nice rip, nice run, nice pop, nice climb here. So, we want to make sure that you guys are all set, ready to go. Oh, hold on, I accidentally turned on my VPN. Let me turn that off. And now we are all good, ready to go here. Now, what else do we have here? This is more just a little fun article. You guys can go over and kind of do your research here. It says 25 potential moonshots to be the next big thing. So 25 potential moonshots to be the next big thing. Traders, these are all plays that you guys hear about on Reddit, that you guys might see on X. Basically, it's 25 of the most talked about stocks on social media where traders are trying to get ahead of the curve early. It's where traders are saying, hey, these plays could turn into something big. Now, what are these? Some of these you guys know. NBIS, right? You guys know about that one. BE, STX. You guys have probably heard about IREN. Which ones have you guys also heard about? Rocket Lab, ONDS, Palantir. Guys, you guys hear this? AMPX. I always love seeing those on my list. AMPX getting more traction. That's my play. That's the one that I picked. That was the one that we found early. IONQ. But what I would do if I were you is maybe go through some of these and maybe again see, is there any of these that you've never heard of before that maybe they should be on your watch list? Are there any that you haven't heard of here before that maybe you guys want to be aware of? Here's another nice little list right here. Fastest growing AI companies. So guys, these are the companies that have to do with AI. They're the fastest growing stocks. Okay, so this is really interesting to see. NBIS, MU, CRDU, LITE. You guys could go through these places and say, wow, these are AI companies, something that's in a relatively hot sector that, could continue to make a lot of money for traders. Awesome. So cool, kind of two back-to-back little press releases here. What else do we have here, guys? Again, as I already talked about, this kind of makes me sad. Traders, I do not know Jerome Powell personally. But at the same time, I will say Jerome Powell has been in my life for a very long time. And it's going to be a little sad for him to go. Right? It gets exciting that Jerome Powell again comes on out, he speaks, he says good afternoon, and all of a sudden the stock market goes on a crazy rip and run or spike and drop. So today could be the last day, could be the last time we ever see Jerome Powell walk on out at 2:30 and give some sort of, talk. He is being replaced. As we know, Trump is replacing him with Kevin Warsh. And today is going to be the last time that we see Jerome Powell. Man, sad. Sad, guys. It's kind of like, I don't know. I have like an analogy. I just don't want to say it. Just because I feel like it's... it's like... It's just sad, to me. It's like, oh man, this guy's been in my life the last like 5 years. And now again, we're seeing him go. Basically, he's retiring. So again, shout out to you, Jerome Powell. Thanks for all the fun times that you've again given us. Thanks for all the fun, exciting times that you again made. Now, traders, what are they going to be saying at 2 o'clock today? Right now, there is a 100% chance. A 100% chance that they are not doing anything. They are keeping interest rates exactly the same at 3.5%. Hey, if Jerome Powell wants to go out with a bang, how about Jerome Powell just changes this up? He says, hey, we're going to be cutting rates by, again, a full percentage point. Just make the stock market go crazy. Jerome Powell is our last one ever. Just shake up the world, baby. Say, hey, we're going to be bringing down interest rates to 0%. And just have a whole bunch of insider buys ready to go. So, let's make sure, again, we're all set. Got a little watch list alert up there. So, Jerome Powell speaks today. Here's what he'll be saying. So, let's see what we have here. What else? We do have more earnings. Again, it's just full of earnings, guys. GNRC earnings. SoFi, right? SoFi, guys, came out with its earnings. And obviously, that was the one that hurt the majority of traders. SAGT, this is the one that traders are most likely focusing on. Came out at 7 o'clock this morning, $19.1 million. AKAN, that's going to be a stock that, of course, we're going to continue to keep our eyes peeled on to see if that stock's going to go on any sort of big spike, rip, and run. Anything else that we want to be focusing on at this moment here, traders? Let's kind of go to this very top of this list here. All right, traders, let's make sure that we are all good. Looking for the spikes, looking for the rips and the runs and the pops and the climbs. So right now here, team, let's see what we have. Okay? Let's go with right here. What are the best press releases of today? The best press release of today is SAGT. Now, for anyone who wants to take a guess, what is SAGT's earnings? SAGT literally came out with their earnings that says SAGT Limited achieves record revenue. It's why it's going on a spike. SAGT, it's not a bad play in any sort of way. SAGT is the best play I see at this time. SAGT is the stock that is, again, working itself on up. SAGT is, again, climbing right here with a nice overall, higher low setup. If you want to trade SAGT, it would be as simple as this. This should not be complicated in any sort of way. Grab SAGT, go higher lows here, grab this, bring it on over, right there, boom. There's your bottom support. SAGT, connect the dots, boom. There's top resistance. Guys, SAGT, this should be an easy play for you. Now, what do I mean by easy? Oh, Deck, if it's so easy, go ahead and make millions of dollars. I don't even know if I'm going to play SAGT just because it's a little bit slower, but I'm saying if this is your play, this is one that shouldn't be too complicated. All you guys have to do, if you guys are interested on SAGT, is just say, hey, here's a dip buy. Hey, SAGT, here's a bounce play. Hey, SAGT, here's a dip buy. Hey, SAGT, this is most likely where the next dip buy will be. SAGT, here's resistance. SAGT, here's resistance. SAGT, here's resistance. SAGT, here's resistance. That's where, again, SAGT will be. So it shouldn't be, again, super complicated when you guys are taking a look over on SAGT. SAGT, number one top gainer today. Inside a textbook channel. Place support and resistance. What does, again, place support and resistance mean? It means, again, short at the top, buy at the low. So far, that's been able to make you a lot of money. As, again, long as you buy at the top or short at the top, buy at the low, you can consistently make cash, you consistently make money, you can consistently make gains. So SAGT, nice, slow, steady, consistent climber right there. Definitely a good play that could be able to make a lot of people money. And still, again, grinding its way on up. Can everyone see this? Not a very complicated play in any sort of way. Very kind of straightforward, easy money maker. Now, what else do we have here, traders? Do we have any other big news other than SAGT? Well, again, we do have, when we go over here, we click see all, and we could see again XTLB. XTLB, guys, is talking about what? Acquiring, right? Establishing a leading psychedelic biotech, and it's getting acquired XTLB for a certain price. Let's see, guys. If you guys take a look over on XTLB, this stock is acquiring another company. Now, XTLB has gone from $2 and has spiked up towards around $4. XTLB, when you acquire another company, you are doing what? You are now gaining their assets. You're now gaining their revenue stream. You are now gaining their partnerships. You're gaining their buildings, their employees, their everything. You are now a more valuable company. So when you do acquire another company, that is going to be reflected in the share's price, which is why XTLB is moving itself on up. So XTLB, definitely a play that I would say keep your eyes peeled on. But it's not, there's nothing crazy here. Now, what I do want to say, this is a little side note, guys. This is a little weird. You know, XTLB, does anyone realize that there's a trend that's kind of emerging a little bit? Guys, what's the trend that's emerging? Has to do with psychedelics, right? Traders, for anyone who does not know, why is psychedelics kind of a big thing right now? Well, it's kind of like a sad topic here, but there are a lot of people that, again, struggle from depression. There's a lot of people that struggle from many different mental things that they go through, right? And that's 100%, you know, that's out there. So what they're trying to pass right now is, you guys could see that Trump actually, again, said, hey, Trump orders to elevate the medical status of psychedelics and cannabis. Trump's psychedelic drug order could be a boom for Utah veterans. These 3 psychedelic stocks after Trump came out with this order. So basically, guys, there's a lot of people that, again, face their own battles and whatever it may be. But what this kind of comes down to as well is a lot of people that come back from war, PTSD, people that have any sort of depression or anxiety. Sometimes, again, people like to, you know, pop a couple little psychedelics or maybe these little mushrooms or microdosing or whatever could help them on out. And basically what Trump just did is says, hey, let's get this passed through the FDA. I'm putting an order that I want to have psychedelics go through the FDA. Let's find out what's actually healthy or not healthy, but let's find what's approved. And let's allow people that have these issues be able to try out psychedelics knowing that it's FDA approved. So what we're actually happening right here is we're actually having a lot of psychedelic stocks go on some rips and runs. So I actually would not be surprised if maybe XTLB goes on a little bit of a bigger spike today, right? XTLB might actually go on a little bit of a bigger climb, a bigger rip, a bigger run, a bigger play here. I also saw, again, like a newer IPO play. Oh, I forget it. It's like RDFK, DFTK. Guys, does anyone know what I'm talking about? It used to be something. I'll try to find it. But there was another, again, kind of like psychedelic play that I kind of liked. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. How do I go through my history over on Google? I was looking at it the other night. Let me see here. Psychedelic stocks. Let's see if I can find it here. But there was one play I really enjoyed, one play that I really liked, and we'll see. But hey, we'll see if XTLB maybe gets some hype because of that, right? XTLB, what I will say is that this play, you know, does have all these higher lows. Does have this higher low setup here. So make sure that you guys are all good. A little bit of a bull flag pattern on something that's important. So again, this is extremely important, guys. Let's think about this. We have Trump ordering FDA approval on psychedelics. XTLB is a psychedelic company. Don't you think every single person should be aware of that? Don't you think every single person should be saying, oh, wow, hey, this is something interesting, right? So let's kind of put the pieces together here and just kind of type this on out real quick. Say XTLB is a top watch for me after Trump is trying to get psychedelic stocks approved by the FDA, or psychedelics approved by the FDA. All right, traders. So again, not one that I'd probably want to short. If anything, I'd want to go long on that type of play. Deck, are we going to start microdosing? I can honestly say in my life, I have never done a mushroom. I don't know what it's like. I don't think I'd be good with that, guys. I am not very big into that world. If you are into that world, that is absolutely fine. But I feel like I just, guys, you have seen me. Like, this is me. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Okay, let's just think about something. This is me right here in front of you, 100% sober. I already act like an absolute psychopath. I don't think I want to put anything in my mind that will make this imagination that I have out of its box. Guys, I gotta, again, constantly be keeping the monkey in the box. Okay, the monkey's gotta stay in the box. I don't think I want to take anything that allows the monkey out of the box, because once the monkey's out of the box, it's gonna be a lot of trouble putting it back in the box. Okay, you guys already know me. All right, so I think at this time here, people, I'm gonna pass personally on the microdosing. But for anyone who does want to take it, go for it. DFTX, that's the one I was thinking of. DFTX, that was the one I was thinking of. I like this chart. DFTX, new IPO play, or it was an older company, went from $15 up to $26, psychedelic stock. So I kind of like DFTX. Over on YouTube, Nick of All Trades says you kind of look like the streamer that trolls the telephone scammers. I think his name is Kid Koba or something like that. All right, let's see here, guys. I'll be honest here. I don't know who this is. I have no idea. But I'll say last time someone said I looked like someone, it was like the ugliest guy I've ever seen in my life. So I'm hoping you guys give me a little bit of a better compliment here. All right, let's see here. Kid Koba. I'm typing him in. Kid Koba. Guys, how do I look anything like this? I don't look... Why'd you even type that? I give you the benefit of the doubt. Okay. Jeez Louise. Let's get ready to go today. Let's get ready to rock today. Let's get ourselves dialed in here. Deck, he meant to put Kiboga. I mean, I don't really look like him. We wear sunglasses, I guess. I don't look anything like this guy. The only two similarities is we're both white and have sunglasses. I guess it's a closer comparison than the last one. All right, here, traders. Let's get ready to go. Let's get ready to see what we have here. Right now, CTNT, XTLB. Guys, XTLB is the best play I see so far. The only issue is, again, XTLB will have the 200-day moving average at around 404. Let's get ready to rock. Let's get ready to go. I'm done. I'm done looking at your comparisons, guys. Your comparisons suck. Bringing down my confidence. Right now it's 9:26. Here's something recent I posted. Here you go. Full body, full everything here. Here's me and my wife over the weekend golfing. Now, for anyone who does not know, I'll even help you guys out right here. My wife, she is 6'7", so she's pretty tall. She's 6'7". For anyone who does not know, I'm on stream right now, but I'm actually 7'4". So we are, again, taller people. Like, if you stood next to me, you would be, like, somewhere right here. Like, this would be you if you and I stood next to each other. Okay? And then you just kind of be sitting here, kind of looking at me, being like, oh, wait. I don't know why you'd be fucking pissed off. Sorry. You'd be actually happy looking at me. You know? All right, so 9:27 here, guys. Let's get ready to rock. Let's get ready to go here, baby. Come on! Let's get ready to rock and roll. Let's get ready for a big day. 9:27 in the market. Getting ready for a big day ahead. Let's get the party started now. Party started. 9:28 here, traders. Let's see what we have. 9:28 in the market. Obviously, we're waiting for every single move to kind of come on through. Deck, what's your handicap? What do you think it is? Right now I'm like a 3. But it's early in the season. It's like a 3 right now. It's early in the season though. We'll get that thing on down. We'll get it we'll get it to the plus. I'm trying to get to like +1. I usually shoot 75. 75-ish. It's kind of like the happy medium number. I'm feeling skinny, Tony. All right, guys, SAGT. Let's just see what we have today, guys. Again, we are not expecting much out of this morning. Anything that pops most likely will dump. Everyone, all traders, all action, all the hype. Everyone's waiting for, again, Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, Google. You know, everyone's waiting for like these type of moves. Okay? So Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, Google, Ford, these are all tonight. There's not going to be much action during the actual day today. The majority of the hype and action will be coming out tonight. Just a little heads up for you guys, okay? So we don't have any big spiker right now. I do think there's a chance that AKAN could possibly spike. There's also a chance that CAR. Oh, CAR is trying to get a little ripping and running right now. Little heads on up. CAR. Trying to get a little spiking and climbing right off the rip. Guys, 9:30 in the market at this time. Guys, a little CAR hype. Went from, again, the price of 140 right on up towards around 168. We do have a little CAR hype. Now, CAR trying to get the first dip buy, right? CAR trying to get the first little dip buy. If you guys are interested in a little dip buy over on CAR, you guys could probably do, again, like 100 shares at a time and maybe look for a bounce play back on down towards in the 150s. I don't mind the dip buy whatsoever. I really don't. Because, again, I do think there will be dip buy potential. 156, right? 153. So again, if you can get a quick little dip buy on CAR, again, I like CAR. It came down to 140, just exploded up towards 170. People are trying to get themselves involved into it. XTLB, guys, also still getting a little bit of a rip right here. Guys, XTLB, this is the psychedelic play. Psychedelic stock over on XTLB. Traders are focused on it, looking at it, and again, staying aware of it. So XTLB, this is a play that could be a slow and steady mover here today. Want to make sure that you guys have a full understanding of this play over on XTLB. CAR, quick little rip and run. CAR traders is about to get halted, it seems like. So CAR traders, again, I put out a post this morning talking about CAR. You know, saying, hey, the perfect bounce play is either going to be 150 or 130. Excuse me. It's either going to be 150 or 140, and most like 150 or 130, or you could just split the difference and jump in at 140. As you can see, CAR just opened up at 140, just shot up to 173, and is currently halted. AMPX sitting right around 20 bucks. AKAN trying to squeeze. AKAN. Again, this one still has that squeeze potential. It definitely does. You know, AKAN has the squeeze potential. It's a tricky one. It kind of comes on down to like, do you guys want to give AKN a chance to squeeze at the break of like 2150? Or do you guys are just saying, nah, it's too risky? Jay Sniggle just made SNDK, just made $1,000. SNDK. Let's see this one. SNDK, again, nice little gap on up. SNDK still going. Now, again, please remember, tomorrow is SNDK. Tomorrow, you do have SNDK's earnings, okay? Tomorrow's a big one. Pasta Boy, Deck, I just made $2,000 off the car bounce. Thank you. Hey, that's all you. That's all you, buddy. Let's get ready for a big day ahead. Tadvinar Ahmed, thank you so much for, again, subscribing. Tadvinar Ahmed for subscribing. Patrick Lemethi, thank you so much for subscribing. I think that's everyone so far. Nice. Patrick 10VR, thank you so much for, again, hitting that subscribe button, making the greatest decision of your absolute life. Saying to yourself, you know what? I want to click that button. And when you do, how does it feel? Kind of feels like your first kiss, right? It's pretty amazing. AKAN getting a little bit weaker here, guys. Guys, CAR. This one's about to be coming on out here in about 2 minutes. CAR is halted, coming on out here in about 2 minutes. Let's get ready to go. Is XTLB halted down or not? No, XTLB's not halted down. Never mind. Guys, CAR. All right, CAR here, traders. Let's see this play come on out. I would look for a dip buy if I could get filled in the 150s. Like, if this thing could come on down towards the 150s, get me filled, and then pop back on up, I'll take that. I would definitely take a CAR, come back on down towards the VWAP area, get myself filled, and make a little bit of cash, make a little bit of money. So if I could get a CAR entry, in and out type of deal, I would take that all day. $40 seconds here. Zach, do you see XTLB in Trade Idea Scanner? It's not showing up in my top gainers. Yeah, it's right here. XTLB. Bang. So it is right there. Little heads on up. Also, again, it shows up right here on Fox Runner as well. So you can see what are the top gainers on the day, right? XTLB right there. And XTLB top gainer. Number 3 top gainer, XTLB right there. So you have 2 different areas you can look. Guys, CAR. Let's see if CAR opens on up. We get a little pullback and possibly get filled. I'd like to see CAR with a quick drop. If I can get filled in the 150s, I will. Right now, I only made $100 today so far. I made $100 on the day so far, and that was it. I would like to see CAR, nice little pullback back on down towards around the VWAP. If we can get filled, somewhere in the 150s, make this quick money, bounce back in the 170s, get the heck out of there. Well, that's kind of like the goal right now. My goal right now would be, hey, I'd like the CAR bounce play. I do. I'm a CAR bounce play advocate. Stock went all the way from $80 up towards $850 and it just crashed all the way back down towards $140. There most likely will be a day, aka today, where people are going to buy this play on up and try to get it back up towards around $200 plus. We don't want to miss that boat. If a stock goes from $875, I don't care what stock it is, people are going to say, hey, it's a dip buy. So it could be the worst stock in the world. People are still going to say, hey, maybe it's oversold, maybe it's undervalued. Hey, let me go after it. So CAR is still trying to push itself on up right now because people are, for the first day, are trying to get a dip buy out of it after seeing a $800 collapse. Guys, SNDK trying to push its way on up towards $1,100. Ooh my. Ooh. Guys, SNDK. How high can this go on up to? Yes, we have earnings coming on up. Earnings is coming on up. And with earnings coming on up here, traders, are people going to start saying to themselves, like, how high can this one go and actually be justified for its price? Guys, CAR still won't stop. CAR going from 140 up to 180. This one is still going full-on beast mode right now over on CAR. CAR, guys, is still going. If anyone's on the dip buy right now from our morning alert, you guys are fantastic. This was the alert I put out this morning as well, right? Saying CAR, we have yet to see a strong dip buy after a $750 spike. We're coming up to some very strong areas. We do want to stay ready. So it's either 130 and 150 are old support and resistance lines, which could be the next bounce. It bounced exactly at 140, right in between the two. Split the difference. Right now, CAR still trying to move. Guys, give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back on the mic. All right, traders. CAR, we're still watching. We're still waiting. We're staying ready.
Positive.
And we still got CAR. I still think we're going to get that CAR pullback. I'll stay ready for that one. Traders, remember. Now, let's also talk about something else. Today, guys, for anyone who was not here, grab the live stream and rewind back to the part where I went over the exact way to play earnings. So if you guys were not here, let me again try to find this little sneak peek for you. It was probably about an hour ago. We went over every single way that you guys can play earnings and how to play earnings the correct way. So if you guys have not watched that, make sure you guys just grab the live stream and rewind towards this part. This was 47 minutes ago. So you guys can actually scroll on back probably about 53 minutes ago, and I go into detail about how to be able to play earnings the correct way. So make sure you guys go ahead and watch that if you guys haven't yet. But I also want to address another question. And the other question that I want to address is that some people always ask me this question. They say, hey, the earnings are good, but the stock fell. Has anyone ever seen something like this before? Where all of a sudden you read an earnings report and it says the word positive. And it says the word, the CEO comes on out and he says, we are excited for the future. And you say, this is amazing. And all of a sudden, whatever stock it is starts dumping and starts fading and starts falling. Has anyone ever seen that before? So the reason why that happens is because every single company, every single stock has, again, set numbers. So we might have Microsoft where they have set numbers. And the numbers are going to be whatever, right? Let's just say the numbers are 3.1. All right? If Microsoft comes on out and says, we have 3.2, the stock could easily rip and run. If the stock comes on out and says, hey, we report numbers of 2.9, that means they miss. And that's why, again, the stock falls and crashes and dumps. So even if, and again, this 3.1 could be $3.1 billion in sales, okay? The analyst, Wall Street analyst, pick a number, and they pick multiple numbers for multiple things. Earnings per share, overall revenue growth, yada, yada, yada. And they might say, okay, we want to see 3.1. If we beat 3.1, the stock goes up. If we don't hit 3.1, the stock goes down. So you might still see the CEO says, hey, we had an incredible quarter. We again came out with $2.9 billion in revenue growth. And says, that sounds amazing. And all of a sudden the stock starts fading and falling and crashing. Well, why is that? Because it didn't live up to expectations of what people thought it was going to do. Let's imagine this, guys. Let's imagine you go see your favorite singer, okay? And your favorite singer in the world is Justin Bieber. I know you. I know you love Justin Bieber. And you said, hey, Deck, I'm going to a Justin Bieber concert. I'm so excited. And I say, hey, that's awesome. Have a fun time. And you say, yeah, I love him. He's my favorite, but I'm really excited to just hear the song Baby. Baby, baby, oh, the baby, that song. Well, the thing is, traders, imagine if you buy tickets to your favorite artist and he doesn't sing that song. Guess what? You still had a great time. You still enjoyed it. You still had fun. But at the end of the day, you kind of felt like you missed out on something. At the end of the day, you're like, man, that was a really fun night. But he didn't sing the song that I wanted to sing. And you're leaving there after having such a positive experience, but you still feel a little let down. It's the same thing with earnings reports on some of these monster earnings. So I can almost guarantee you might see one or two earnings reports tonight and tomorrow where they come on out and the CEO is excited and he's happy and he's saying we had a great quarter and we had $3 billion in sales. Well, guess what? It was $3.1 billion that everyone is expecting. Hey, if you don't reach expectations, even if it is a good quarter, people will still be upset with it. And that's where, again, you get a big time drop, you get a big time fade, you get a big time sell-off. So I want you to understand, it's not just by looking at the earnings and saying, oh, they're positive. It's how positive. Do they reach the expectations that Wall Street set? And that's one of the most important things for you. Okay? Very, very important. Guys, CAR right now. Thank you, Molly. I appreciate you so much. CAR, we might be getting unhalted here in the next minute. And I would like to try to be getting filled over on CAR if this one comes back into the 150s. Okay? CAR will be looking to get filled if this one comes back on down towards the 150s. If we do get filled in the 150s, that could be absolutely awesome for us. I'm thinking 100 shares at a time, maybe. I'd probably do 300 shares. 300 shares. And see if we can be able to get filled. Oopsie. So, if we can get filled, a little bit of best case scenario would be what here, traders? Let's try to figure this out right now. We know we have AXIL getting unhalted in 10 seconds. I'm going to be looking to get filled somewhere right around 155. This would be a spike from 140 up to 180, getting a pullback back in the 150s. I would like to see a nice crack, a lower shadow on down, get filled, pop back on up. So I'm not chasing the top. I'm seeing a nice spike and then looking for the stock to be able to come back down towards almost giving back the majority of its gains and then buying where I have a low risk opportunity. Now, there's always risk. There's always risk that the stock could go lower, but I'm not buying at 183 hoping it's going higher. I'm not buying at 175 hoping it's going higher. I'm realizing that we have a great dip buy, or we just had a great spike, and I'm saying to myself, hey, if we can give back around 50% of this spike, I know that there's going to be other traders that are most likely going to try to buy in at the same area as well. So that's what I'm looking for more, trying to see if we can get this nice pullback, get an entry somewhere right around 155, 156, have that nice, again, bounce. If we can bounce back above 160 with 100, 200, 300 shares, might be able to make, again, like $1,400 just like that. So that's more of the goal here. See what we can do. Right now, let's see if we can get that nice lower shadow here. Still watching for this little dump. CAR still, again, holding on up here just slightly. But as we know here, traders, the big news is going to be tonight. Tonight is going to be the craziness. Tonight is more going to be the wild moves. Tonight's going to be, again, the time that the majority of traders are going to be coming on out. So, team, tonight will be the time that I will be in front of my desk. Tonight will be the time that I'm going to be watching. Little heads on up, AKAN, trying to break on out here, guys. Guys, AKAN, previous top gainer of yesterday. Don't forget about AKAN, trying to get some hype here. Can AKAN break out? That's obviously the big question. Traders, let's have a fun little game, right? Let's have a fun little game right here. What ticker out of tonight will be the absolute best? Which ticker tonight will go on the best spike, the biggest rip, and the biggest run? Will it be Microsoft? Amazon, Meta, or Google. Let's just stick with the top 4. Which one tonight? And let's just have a little game. Everyone throw out one answer. Throw out one answer right now. Will it be Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, or Google? You say, hey, I have $10,000 and I want to YOLO the entire $10,000 into one trade. Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, and Google. Which stock would you tell someone to YOLO that trade into? You got one choice. You got one play. This is the play that you are committing that is going to be the absolute best. I would say, if I again had a YOLO a trade, I got 10 grand, 10K right in my hands right here, and I'm saying I'm YOLOing a trade right now, which one I'm doing. I would say I'm going to be strategic here. Personally, my biased opinion is Amazon. But Meta is the one historically that has the most volatile moves. So I will say I like Amazon the most, and I do think Amazon's going to have a good earnings. But if I'm trying to be a millionaire from one earnings, historically speaking, Meta has been a stock that has spiked like $200 before in a night. So that's what I would be saying. It's kind of like Meta has the sauce. You know, it does have the sauce if it can happen. Guys, do I want to get filled on CAR is the question here. Do I want to get filled on the dip? Do I want to get filled on the CAR drop here? Do I want to get filled on the CAR little sell-off here is the question. CAR, we could see this thing keep on dropping even lower. I don't mind it. AKAN. See what we have. Also, very nice. Let's see what we have here. If you guys are interested over in your prop firm accounts, as you guys know, over on One Stop Prop, you guys can actually be able to trade tonight over on One Stop Prop. So that's going to be a little bit crazy as well. Traders, everyone should have passed their One Stop Prop account from yesterday or from last week. I mean, guys, we have a funded account now. We have a funded account over on our One Stop Prop. Could we just YOLO a trade, and if we wake up tomorrow with, you know, $20,000, we just request a payout? Could we just do that? So, I mean, we could go to our prop account, and I might just say, hey, you know what? I mean, the prop account, guys, YOLO a trade. I have, again, $100,000 in here. I go ahead and make some big-time money and make some big-time cash. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be... We can get a little crazy, huh? We can get ourselves a little exciting. So here's my prop account here. I do have 100,342. I'm thinking about maybe going over and putting myself involved in one of these plays here. I don't expect much. Meta, 669. I'm thinking about maybe just doing some Meta. I think Amazon will be the best. I really do. But I think, historically speaking, Meta's the one that kind of gets the most crazy. So I'm actually thinking, here's my prop firm, guys. Prop firm, as you guys know, I have $100,342 in there. Let's go ahead and type in, I think you have to type in Facebook to get it. Yeah, FB Facebook, which is Meta. And let's just put in some funds, eh? Just get a little rambunctious. Can I do? Let me see here. Trading Facebook. 250 shares using a little margin. 107. As long as I don't lose $6,000 in the day. Can I lose $4,000? I don't think so. 250 bucks. Again, putting my 250 shares over on this play. Guys, I think I'm just going to let this sit. I think I'm just going to throw this in here over on Meta and ride out a one-stop prop trade tonight. And if I wake up tomorrow and I have $6,000 in there, I'll just request a payout and then get $6,000. You know, there's not really any sort of risk. You know what I mean? Also, ladies and gentlemen, what have we also talked about before in the past? If you guys want to, what's a very easy strategy that you guys could do over on One Stop Prop as well? you guys could buy 2 accounts. Remember that? We talk about this every earnings season. There's people here that says, hey, I want to trade with $100,000. What's a very simple, easy thing that you guys can do? You purchase 2 accounts. One account you go long on, the other account you short on. You are going to sacrifice one account, but you are almost guaranteeing, I say almost because maybe something wacky could happen, but probably 99% guaranteeing that you're going to get funded with $100,000 the next day. So the thing is, guys, just a little heads on up. For any prop firm you use, right? I'm bringing up One Stop Prop right here. What you could easily do is go over here, say, here's a $100,000 account, get funded now. You go ahead and you spend $325, right? $325 to buy one account. Then you go ahead and you buy another account for $325. Now, what you're doing is you have just made a $650 investment. You know that. But what you're doing is giving yourself a 99% chance that you are going to get $100,000 by tomorrow. Because one account you're going to lose. You buy, let's say, whatever, 250 shares of Meta. You sell or short 250 shares of Meta. Meta's either going to spike up or dump on down tonight. Tomorrow morning, you're going to wake up and you're going to have your challenge passed. Does that make sense, everyone? So, like, that's what you could easily do to just pass your challenge if interested. CAR, RDAC here. Guys, RDAC. I'm not going to touch RDAC. I mean, if anything, short it. RDAC does have a lot of old spiking highs up towards around that $13 area. I think right now I kind of want to wait till earnings. I want to wait till earnings tonight. I don't want to get like I feel like I gamble a little bit right now. Does anyone have any questions about earnings? Just a little heads on up. Does anyone have any questions, comments, or concerns about earnings right now? I would love to be able to just clear the air before tonight. Now, also remember, guys, at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, do not forget this. At 2 p.m. Eastern Time, we will also be seeing what? You guys take a look here. Jerome Powell. There is a 100% chance that the Feds will hold 3.5 to 3.75%, right? So again, 3.5 to 3.75%. Jerome Powell is going to be walking out at 2:30. So 2 o'clock, Fed's rates, which we already know is going to be held. There's no secret there. Then at 2:30, Jerome Powell will be speaking.
Contract.
So right now here, team AIXI still trying to go on up a little bit. AIXI, a little bit of spike. RDAC still halted. CAR here, traders. Definitely could get a nice little dip buy and bounce play today. Little heads on up for every single person. CAR still might get a little bit of that dip buy and bounce play. I'm going to cancel my CAR entries right now because I feel like, again, I'm kind of more holding on out here for this afternoon. Millen saying, Deck, how will you trade earnings over on One Stop? They said there's no earnings trade. Literally, again, today, just a little heads on up, you know, over in TradeCaster, One Stop Prop actually just posted you're allowed to trade earnings. So we're not doing anything that's not allowed. You guys can literally see it right here. And if One Stop Prop, if you're here still, you can go ahead and type it on out over on YouTube. But they literally typed on out Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Meta, all available to trade tonight for earnings. So just a little heads on up here, guys, for you. You are allowed to do it. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. RDAC going back-to-back 5-minute holds. Little back-to-back 5-minute hold action. AIXI. AXI still a little bit of that pop. AXI a little bit of that climb. Any sort of news this morning over on AIXI? I don't believe so. Yeah, you know, AIXI, it's more just like, you know, another little dip buy play. You know, we do have CAR trying to get a little dip buy. AIXI getting a little bit of that dip buy, right? RDAC trying to get a little bit of that dip buy. Guys, also EUDA. Guys, EUDA. Look at this one. EUDA. Look at this play right now. Stock just went from $12 up to $20. Like, we're just having what I think is just a lot of quick little pumps. You know, EUDA has gone from $6 up to $20 in the past. Can EUDA be a quick little spike and dumper? Look at this one, guys. EUDA. And a lot of these plays is EUDA. Is this one even shortable? Inquire. Let's see here. I don't know if it's even shortable. No shares or limited price, please. Inquires only. So right now, oh, I think I'm typing it in wrong. EUDA. Sorry about that. Let me see. I want to see how much shares are to short over on EUDA. This stock just randomly went from $12 to $20. There's money to be made. EUDA. Now there's shares available. How much is this? 53 bucks. Guys, I think again that's worth it. 53 bucks over on EUDA. So that could be pretty solid. That could definitely be a good one that has shorting potential for us. What do you guys think? So EUDA deck, how high would you go up on this play? I mean, I would play this just so smart and safe. I'd be waiting for something stupid, like $30 or higher. I don't know what this play is capable of. I would not short this play, to be honest with you, until like $30 or higher, but I don't mind having shorts up near around, you know, like $50. So again, like I just spent 50 bucks on shorts. I'm not going to short at $20. I would wait until this one does something stupid. $30 plus, $34 or higher, like something like that. Then I can go ahead and short. So we do have EUDA. We do have CAR still trying to hold on up. Is RDAC back live yet? RDAC. Now, RDAC, guys, should be getting unhalted in about 20 seconds. Just got a Fox Runner alert. Says news was yesterday over on EUDA. So I just got that Fox Runner alert, just came on through. I always like to just take little screenshots of them. Let's see what RDAC does as well. Guys, RDAC opening on up right now. RDAC is live. Could possibly break $10 and go crazy, or RDAC might just open on up and possibly dump. Let's just see. Again, RDAC is one of those stocks that, again, a lot of traders are focusing on. It is now halted, almost halted, back up again. So we just had a quick little rip and run, quick little spike, and now, again, it is all the way on up. So we kind of have some back-to-back halts on this. We have RDAC with a spike, and we have EUDA with a spike. I want to see where EUDA opens on up. EUDA. Guys, 20 seconds over on EUDA. As I said, I would not be touching this play until like $30 or higher. $34 or something like that. I'll wait. I'm going to sit back and wait. Let's just see where this one opens on up, okay? Let's just see where this one opens on up. Let's just see where this one climbs to. Ah, dang it. All right, it's another 5-minute hold. Another 5-minute hold. Another 5-minute hold, guys. Going to take a little bit of time. But these are plays that are most likely going to spike and then come crashing back on down. Probably all these plays are probably going to come crashing back on down here in the future. So we're going to have our fair share of little rips and runs and then our little dumps right back on down. Let's just type out a little watch list right now. Watch list. We do have EUDA. Watch list. We do have RDCA. Watch list. Is it RDCA? RDAC, excuse me. RDAC. So we have EUDA, RDAC, CAR. Is there anything else we need? I would put XTLB on it and AIXI, right? AIXI and XTLB. So I would say there is a watch list for us that we should be focusing on and looking at here. See if we get a little momentum. Guys, EUDA, we still got another 3 minutes. All right, give me a moment here, Trace. We'll be ready.
AMZN.
Ezekiel! 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 Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you subscribing. Thank you so much, Ezekiel. Guys, right now, we have EUDA getting unholted. Guys, also RDAC unholted as well. EUDA is going to be getting unholted here momentarily. I'm putting shorts on EUDA in the 30s. In the 30, 31, $33 ranges. If that could ever happen. I don't know if it will, but if it ever does. EUDA might be getting halted again. Ladies and gentlemen, EUDA just ran up to $25. Are people shorting this play right now? Who's going to win? EUDA just came up to $25 here. I will not be shorting anytime soon unless we see $30 or higher. EUDA right now has gone all the way from $11 to $25. People are excited. Stock's trying to get a little crazy, chaotic move at this moment. People are jumping on this 80% climber. $25 strong resistance. Shorts are starting to move on in. And it's starting to get halted on the downside. So I did not get filled. Again, I'm just sitting right now with my $100 profit. Guys, I am not tempted at this moment to jump in on anything that I feel like is risky. I am not tempted to jump in on anything that I feel like is not going to be there. EUDA is halted on the downside. How's RDAC doing? RDAC right now is still halted on the upside. So we do have a few plays here that are trying to, again, get a little bit of hype and momentum. I will say also, my meta trade, I just checked out my meta trade. We're up already $620. Now, again, this is my live prop account, guys. My live prop account, we're up $650. You know, it all depends on if we can break out tonight. If we can break out tonight, I might wake up with like $4 grand tomorrow. And if we could wake up more than that. And then I'm just going to take my money. So traders, we got a few plays here. Trying to again slowly grind and work itself on up. RDAC still is a nice beast. An acquisition corp. So what, a SPAC company? Sometimes these SPAC companies just going crazy spikes. How much did you pay for shorts on EUDA? $50. They were $51. So it wasn't anything too crazy. Again, EUDA, I will short that play if it ever gets up towards like $30 or higher. $30 or higher, I would look for a short over on EUDA. I just want to throw that out there. Okay? So EUDA, $30 or higher, I would look for a short. RDAC right now, guys, stock's still looking pretty good. This one could get all the way up towards like $18. So I'm playing extremes today. I'm saying to myself, hey, if RDAC starts spiking up to $20 or higher, I'll look for a short. If EUDA spikes up to like $30 or higher, I would look for a short. Now, I have no idea if it's actually going to get there or not. I have no idea. But what I would say is if it could, I would feel safe after I'm talking 300% moves. We know earnings are tonight. We know a lot of stocks yesterday. Last 2 days, this whole entire week have spiked and dumped. I just don't want to put myself in positions that are only going to hurt me, you know? Deck, I'm shorting EUDA right now. Okay, hey, get it. If you're shorting EUDA right now, you got a great start. If you're in like, you know, at $21 or $22, you got a great start right now. Things are looking pretty positive for you. We'll see how long that can be able to hold on up. See if we can start getting some new breakouts, some new rips, and new runs. Right now, we're all just kind of looking around here. We're going to see what we can do here, team. EUDA and RDAC both opening on up here. Hold on a second. EUDA, guys, RDAC opens up first. RDAC opens on up here first here, traders. RDAC going from $6 up to $12.30 here. So RDAC, guys, RDAC is live on a small hold down. Hold on. We're still live. We're still live. We're still live. RDAC starting to crack a little bit, back down towards 11.10. Let's go back over to EUDA. EUDA, guys, 50 seconds. Okay, let's go back over to RDAC. RDAC is not halted yet. But that was a spike and a dump. So this might turn into the same exact thing we just saw over on EUDA. EUDA at this time. Over here. This one's going to be opening up in 36 seconds. This could possibly gap on down to 20. Could rip and run back up to 25. Again, I am not putting myself in any unnecessary position here, as you guys know. Right now, your traders, EUDA back on down towards 18. So EUDA back on down towards around 18. It's got to get back above $20. For this stock to squeeze again, we got to see a $25 break. And now it's back down to 18. So that looks like a pump and dump. That looks like a pump and dump, guys. RDCA looks like a pump and dump. Really, guys, moving forward. What you guys need to be aware of moving forward is, number one, we do have Jerome Powell speaking at 2:30 today. And then tonight is going to be the biggest night. Tonight and tomorrow will both be massive nights. Microsoft, Amazon, Meta, Google. And then tomorrow, Apple, SNDK, WDC, Reddit. It is going to be fun. It is going to be exciting. I already have, again, a live trade over on my prop firm. I'm doing Meta overnight tonight. To see if that one has potential to go crazy. I do think Amazon is going to be the best one. I hope Amazon's the best one. And we're going to see what comes on up here, traders. So it is earnings season. Guys, what's the biggest thing to kind of get ready for? Earnings? No. June 4th. Guys, I cannot hype it up enough. June 4th, I have spoken to Cobra. They are, again, going to allow me to drop on down to a $2,000 account. Is everyone happy if I do a $2,000 small account challenge? I think $2,500 is reasonable. Traders, $2,500 small account challenge June 4th. Do you guys think that's fair? I mean, guys, that's a reasonable amount right there. That's what I'm looking forward to most. And you might be like, Dex, start that right now. I can't start it until June 4th because that's when legally the PDT rule ends. So June 4th will be the biggest event that we have this year. June 4th will be the biggest event that we have throughout 2026. It'll be this year's small account challenge during the PDT rule getting diminished. All right? Traders, tonight, massive earnings. Gonna be insane. Gonna be crazy. 2 p.m. today, we do have the S&P 500, most likely going to get a little volatility, and then the final of wah towards, again, Jerome Powell. That's coming up at 2:30 today. So, it's going to be a lot of fun. What is Cobra's account size going to be? Right now, you need at least $20,000 to open up an account. Starting up June 4th, it will be $2,000, guys. Oh my goodness. I don't think you guys realize what I just said. Cobra, who is the #1 most premium broker, you need at least $20,000 to open up an account with them. June 4th, they are dropping it down towards around $2,000. So if you guys are not set, make sure you guys get your Cobra accounts here. And again, just a little heads on up, you will get free commissions and all that stuff if you guys use my link right here. But that is going to be insane. No, it's not just me, it's everyone. Everyone can switch to Cobra coming up June 4th. It's going to be nuts. That means every stock you see me short, you guys will be able to do it as well. Every trade I make in pre-market, you guys will be able to do as well. Okay? So, it's going to be nuts. Ladies and gentlemen, for everyone, again, trading tonight's earnings, good luck. For everyone who's trading tonight's earnings, I want to see you guys absolutely crush it, waking up tomorrow showing profits. I want to see the chat room tomorrow with nothing but screenshots of profits of people saying, Deck, I made X amount on Microsoft. Deck, I made X amount on Amazon. Deck, I made X amount on Meta. I want to see you guys make money. Now, I will say 80% of the time for S&P 500 plays, they report positive earnings. Okay? Going against them is very scary. Probably 1 out of 4 it will fall tonight. The 1 out of 4 most likely will have the most dramatic drop, right? And the other 3 are probably going to have steady climbs. All right? So good luck to all tonight. Good luck to all traders. Good luck to everyone that's here. You guys know I absolutely love you. I love every single person here. I want to go the extra mile from you. And now again, knowing that June 4th is the date, we are locking ourselves in and getting ourselves absolutely excited and motivated and fired on up for this future. It is going to be so much fun for everything that we're about to bring to the table. I know you guys are pumped on up. I'm absolutely exhilarated for this. And we got earnings season, which is going to keep things a little bit slower at this time, but that's no problem whatsoever. Traders, enjoy again what we're about to see tonight. I'll be here in chat over on Tradecaster getting ourselves ready to rock and roll. Just want to say thank you so much for everyone who has joined us. It's going to be a little bit slower after EUDA and RDAC start dumping on down. Traders, I love you. Enjoy your day. Enjoy again this momentum. If you need anything at all, please let me know. Let's do it, team! In 3, 2, 1, go!
All a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and pepper and heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack, Mr. Magic Morning Mall. I let my tape rock to my tape top. Smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match.
Buffalo soldier, red like a Rasta. It was a buffalo soldier in the heart of America. Cause I didn't know what that girl them need. New York to Haiti. I got lipstick stamps on my passport. Make it hard to read. Little man of the world don't speak the language, but you really don't need to explain it. All I really need to understand is when you talk dirty to me.
From walking, 7 a.m. in the morning, she's calling, I'm yawning, she's jarring, stalling. I might do my thing from walking, 7 a.m. in the morning, she's calling, I'm yawning, she's jarring. Talk dirty to me.
There are places I remember all my life, though some have changed forever, not for better. Some have gone, but some remain. A sidestep right left took my beat. I let the moon rock with me, baby. Know that I got that hit when you shake his pocket shit. Sidestep right left took my beat.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me.
Cause she's so high above me. She's so lovely. She's so high. I can't fragile. Love me.
We don't do the same drugs no more. We don't do the same drugs, no more. Cause she don't do the same drugs no more. We don't do the same drugs no more.
I get it until the sunrise. Going 90 and a 65. Windows roll down screaming now. Number one hustler getting money. Why you wanna count my money? I'm a hustler, don't need no
you see it. 'Cause we don't do the same drugs no more. We don't do the same drugs. Do the same drugs no more. She don't laugh the same way no more. We don't do the same. So I don't need me one of y'all, you see it.
She take my dinero, take my dinero. She take my dinero, take my dinero. She playing hella hard, playing for pesos. She playing hella hard, playing for pesos.
That's just the way it is. It should never be the same. That's just the way it is. Oh yeah.
It's time. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Everything will be alright. You keep me next to you. You don't know about me, but I bet you want to. Everything will be alright. We just keep dancing like we're.
Like a dog at the shrine of the light. I'll tell you my sins and you can sharpen your knife. I believe that this is the good God. Let me give you my life. Take me to church.
Shiny teeth that twinkle, just like the stars in space. Shiny teeth that sparkle, and beauty to my face. Shiny teeth that glisten, just like the Christmas tree. You know they walk a mile just to see me smile. Woo! Shiny teeth and me.
So when you're gonna tell her that we did that too, she thinks it's special, but it's all reused. That was our place. I found it first. I made the jokes you tell to her when she's with you. Do you get deja vu when she's with you? Do you get deja vu? Do you get deja vu?
She's a runner, she's a track star. She gon' run away when it gets hard. She can't take the pain, she can't get scarred. She hurt anyone that gets involved. Don't wanna come if I take it this far. She gon' do the race, just not this one. Love is a game you used to chip on. When I was down to talk, you were there for.
Baby, hit that back and burn. Burn. Got music hurt. Too lean and working. Off the window, hey, right under your skirt. Take off with the curve. Too lean and working.
Oh, keep reaching, and I'll keep coming back. If you're gone for good, then I'm okay with that. If you leave the light on, I'll leave the light on.
Come on, Eileen. Oh, I swear. Oh, come on, let's take off everything. Yeah, pretty white dress, Eileen. Oh, come on, let's. Oh, come on, Eileen.
There's no other way, and I'm still dancing the end of the day. If you leave the light on, I'll leave the light on.
Come on, Eileen. Oh, I swear.
I'll leave the light on.
Take off everything. Yeah, pretty white dress, Eileen.
Hi, Jimmy's mom.
someone drank it. Never dropped the ball. Fuck it, y'all thinking. Making sure the young money ship is never sinking. About to set it off in this bitch, Jada Pinkett. I shouldn't have drove. Tell me how I'm getting home. You too fine to be laying down in bed alone. I can teach you how to speak my language, Rosetta Stone. I swear this life is like the sweetest thing I've ever known.
Just like the day that I met you, the day I thought forever. Said that you love me, but that'll last forever. It's cold outside, like when you walked out my life. Why you walk out my life?
Well, I'm on the way, the time cold, I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature for shelter you from the storm. Oh Lord, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom. Oh, oh. And girl, I
feel like this every time. Oh, oh. All these days I feel like me.
And girl, I
everything about me.
oh, oh.
Still falling for you. When darkness turns to light, it ends tonight. It ends tonight. Just a little insight will make this right. It's too late to fight. It ends tonight. I got my peaches out in Georgia, oh yeah shit. I get my weed from California, that's that shit. I told my chick up to the north, yeah, badass bitch. I get my light right from the source, yeah, yeah, that's it. I got my peaches out in Georgia, oh yeah shit. I get my weed from California, that's that shit. I told my chick up to the north, yeah, badass bitch. I get my light right from the source, yeah.
What the fuck, Richard?
You gotta spend some time, love. You gotta spend some time with me. And I know that you'll find love. I will possess your heart. Let me hold you, confess my body. You got me going crazy, turn me on. Let me jam you, girl, you around me. You got me going crazy, turn me on. I will possess your heart. Now that she's back in the atmosphere with drops of Jupiter in her head. She acts like summer and walks like rain. Reminds me that there's time to change. I can't seem to say goodbye. Ooh. When I try to fall back, I fall back to you. When I talk to my friends, I talk about you. When the Hennessy's strong, all I see is you. It's you, it's you. But tell me, did you sail across the sun? Did you make it through the Milky Way to see that
lights so faded, and that heaven's overrated. Tell me, it's for a shooting star. One without a permanent sky, that you miss me while you were.
Now you vodka time, bitch.
You don't need no reason why. Maybe we're perfect strangers. Maybe it's not forever. Maybe the night will change that. Maybe we'll stay together. Maybe we'll walk away. Maybe you'll realize we're only human. Maybe we don't need no reason why.
Oh, this ancient skies, I've had these wandering eyes, but you took me by surprise when you let me inside you. Inside you, inside you, there's got to be some part of me inside you.
I told you long ago on the road, I got what they waiting for. Don't run from nothing, dog. Get your soul, just tell them ain't laying low. You was never really rooting for me anyway. When I bang up at the top, I wanna hear you say, you don't run from nothing, dog. Get your soul, just tell them that the bookie's over.
I was smoking cigarettes on patios. I was drinking beer with my friends. I was trying to boogie down the night, vodka with the Sprite. Here we go again. I was smoking cigarettes on patio. I was throwing money in the air. Maybe I should pick that shit back up. Bet my night on love. Here we go again.
Hey, hey, come and get it. Come and move, walk a room in it. Ice, lemonade, my neighbor get it. Ice, lemonade, my neighbor get it. Come and get it. Come and move, walk a room in it. Ice, lemonade, my neighbor get it. Ice, lemonade, my neighbor get it.
Pour me something tall and strong, make it a hurricane before I go insane. It's only 12:30, but I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
I like us better when we're wasted. It makes it easier to think. The only time we really talk is when our clothes are coming off. I like us better when we're wasted. Oh, oh, oh.
It's only 12:30, but I don't care. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Still, no matter where I go, at the end of every road, you were good to me. You were good to me, yeah.
We could have had it all floating in the deep. You had my heart inside, and you played it to the beat.
Here's a situation into every nation. Nobody's telling me you feel the way that you do. You know my motivation, given my reputation. Please excuse me, I don't mean to be rude, but tonight I'm fucking you.
Everybody's going to the party, have a real good
Remember when my first meal was school lunch? Now I spit a 16 straight with no punch. Remember all the dinner, all we ate was Captain Crunch. Now we roll big blunts on our way to brunch. But from good fella to commissary slips. Now I got back up, man, every time I slept. Remember back then, man, we thought we grow out. Rushing at a kid just to be grown up.
When I think about it every night, day, I'm addicted, wanna jump inside your love. I wouldn't wanna have it any other way. I'm addicted and I just can't get enough.
I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough.
This is the rhythm of the night, the night. Oh
This is the real